I'm the golden son while playing a GBA game. Brain off the scale to thinking he mean weight gain. No surge, electrify the mind. I'm in charge of the buzz, get your power stripped. I'm my own plug, you the socket. Lent more punchlines, the trash in your pocket. That's you to stop it. More than rap, this composite, you gossip, I rock it. See the variation? It don't matter black or white, bring the drama, Perry Mason. I'm adjacent to the destined, counting all my blessings while they selling their soul. No, you gotta be desperate like them housewives. Hear the real with my mouth wide, paths going north, but they still hear the south side in me. These rappers are actors who giving out Emmys. Find me a Denny's looking prouder than Penny without an Oscar. I'ma lay it proper. Father, this sound ironic, didn't have a papa for most of my life. Foster home to home. Don't let me start. Comment tell me about real love. It starts in the heart, not the pants. Born without a chance. Probably met Destiny plenty times and noticed when she glanced at me. When you dance with me, who would've known these dreamers become fans of me? Put up your hands for me. Such a sky, the model we grew up with. Bumping that old Wayne, about to see if this truck fit in my garage. I'm kidding, no car, but I got drive. Even if I retire, never be top 5. I survived the rugged terrain. Determination in my brain, God help me find joy through the pain, gain clarity that I share to the masses. Same kid, they dreaming in classes. Future look disastrous. Time for the heroes and less facets. Clean air, less gases. But y'all know what I'm trying to convey. Chase trains, play games, watch a few anime. Found a path to be great, not a moment to waste. Mama check it, don't worry, I'm straight. We gon' take it to the top of the globe. Spread love, realest quote that I wrote. You know, sky's the limit. All my life I was sober. We surpassing that with each episode. Behold, a new episode. New day, a new episode. A new day, a new day, a new episode. A new day, a new episode. A new day, a new. Go ahead, let them throw that shade. You gotta wait to see the picture. Old Kodak days, don't go that way. They songs all filler, and it shows not at the museum. Fans never been stellar. Pin Dilla, shows a route set score. I ain't trying to be known by a number like the kids next door. My lord, they want us in cages or the seats, cause we fresh to death. Cash is short every week. Who, me? I'm nothing but a kid from the boondocks, writing living color. Different word in my boombox, chilling in my afternoon socks with a cute thing. Excuse the missed call, didn't notice you rang. Sharp tongue from the heavens, we thinking outside of the box. They call him Stoop Kid, never lead his steps. No one knows of his woes, cause he keeps to himself in seclusion. But me, I had to find out his story, so I sat by his stoop. He said his name's Corey. Told me how he used to be in love with a dame, but she left about as fast as she came. Said the sky's never been the same. Air's less fresh, chemtrails blanket the sky, and we compressed to a perfect world that we created within the mind. We blind to the truth as the days unwind. He finds happiness and watch the time go by. He asked, do you know why? Cause at least I'll know when we die. Society's engulfed in trends, and it's hard to find friends when your vision ain't the same through the lens. A cleanse what we need, but our pride won't accept it. Love's like a precious baby girl, and I'm wishing that we kept it. Neglected all our principles, kids laughing at me every day. How conventional, all one-dimensional. I wish I was invincible, I would just fly away. Aim for the sun, hope to land in a higher place. That's my escape from reality. Life is a dream, but it seems we've been sleeping in ravines. For now, I'ma chill with the ranting. Sit up on my stoop while the kids keep chanting. Stoop kids afraid to leave the stoop. Stoop kids afraid to leave it. 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 Stoop. A tear rolls down his cheek. He asks, how did life become bleak? We used to seek joy, now we lost in translation of the language called money. I pity our generation. I told him I agree, but you looking at the downside. It's a bigger world outside the walls you hide, and I can guide you to a new state of mind if you let me. But hearts can't receive what the soul isn't ready for. Look, life is a metaphor, it's up to you to find a meaning. You can't stand for something if you steadily leaning on pillars of self-loathing. Imagine what you're missing in addition to beautiful life that you ain't even living. Places that you never been, people that you'll never meet. Happiness if you're willing to seek beyond the stoop of your seclusion, but really just a barrier to block away the image of a place much scarier called reality. But he stopped me mid-sentence, took a step down like a sinner doing repentance. Said he wanna take a chance, thanks for the referral. Safe to say this boy's gonna finally leave the world. So stoop kids gonna leave it. Stoop kids. Are you ready? Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave him truth in these songs, they prefer the lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd Without Fear. We are back for another round. My God. What is going on, everybody? I hope everyone is well. I hope everybody's doing fine, lovely, great, all those good things. Got my guy with me today. Matter of fact, I want to do a little drum roll, please. We're finally going to show... Carter, we're finally going to show your face.
I knew it was going to come. I knew it was coming.
we are finally going to disclose. Now, this is from a undisclosed location. This is from an undisclosed location. We're finally going to reveal the identity of Carter. And here it is.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live again from an undisclosed location, asking what would you do for a Klondike bar? How's everyone doing on this Saturday?
What's going on? I told you I ain't shit. I told you I ain't shit. Real talk, no. Gotcha, y'all motherfuckers. We got him. We got him, goddammit. Hey, Luzosaurus, thank you. Thank you for that membership. Thank you for the thank you, Luzosaurus out here, man. One of Blerd Koa's finest. Everybody, has everyone washed their damn hands?
Hope so. Washing mine now.
Dude, we are still mid-pandemic. Y'all better be watching. Dude, this bitch Carol fucking Baskins ain't going away yet. y'all better watch the motherfuckers. Oh man, I hope everyone is doing well today. But yes, oh man, dude, this is gonna be kind of a chill Blerd cave today because we don't have as much we don't have as much bullshit going on this week as we have the past few weeks. Oh my God, dude. It's actually it's not bad. I'm kind of here for it. I'm kind of here for it right now. Hey, what is it? Let's see who all we got in here. Let's see. I see we got TJ Youssef, got Jeffrey Lang, got Phantasm, Dollar Bill, Ruben Hart, Panther the Noir, APX, LJ Mack, 03 in the building, Jarrell Boza in the building, Nightway, Cross Zero, Jay the Kid Chrome in here, Anansi the Spider. Y'all better watch out, motherfucker. Gonna give you Vixen powers. Look. Look. We got Harley Academic in here. We got Dre Fly, Dre Marcus Hill. Hey, wait a minute. Somebody's this is gimmick infringement. DP Carter in here. Oh, let's see who else we got. We got Stephen Huggins in here. Let's see who else we got here. Oh man, dude, it just keeps going. Dude, I can't keep up with all these names. Jesus Christ. Corey Scott Johnson in the building. Anthony Ebony in the goddamn building. Real Revelation in the building. Black Phoenix in the building. Sly Carbine in the building. Double C in the building. I can't keep up with all these motherfuckers. Goddamn.
Hey, Oscar winner Go-Go Cammy is back in here.
What? Dude, we got a celebrity in the building.
Go.
We do. We got a celebrity in the building. Oscar winner Go-Go Cammy, a.k.a. Go-Go Cammy Rangers, a.k.a. Killer Cam in the building. Anansi said, Vixen powers. That's right. Oh, goddamn. But yeah, today's gonna be. This is gonna be kind of. We're gonna have a little bit of a relaxed show. I mean, we'll see. Let's see here. That said, real quick, I do want to remind you, we are still, because we're. By the way, first before we get into that, man, happy belated, because technically this is the day after the fact, but happy belated Juneteenth. I hope everybody did everybody have a good Juneteenth? Did everybody have a good Juneteenth? I had a good Juneteenth. Did you have a good Juneteenth?
Had a great Juneteenth.
There you go, man. Y'all look, and you know what? I want to point out something, and I hope that no one has done this, but I want us to be embracing this mindset in all the years to come. If you know someone, I don't care if they're black, brown, blue, green, purple, polka dot, periwinkle blue, doesn't matter. If they don't know what Juneteenth is, don't hold it against them, because you know what? My wife, who is white, she met a black man who she works with, who is 50 years old and did not know that Juneteenth was a thing. So there are a lot of people who didn't know. I didn't learn about Juneteenth till I was out of high school. Like I was in my early 20s.
Yeah, same here.
So so people, I want y'all, let's embrace each other. Let's be kind to each other, because I've been seeing some stuff where people have been like, oh, you just now found out about Juneteenth. Look, it's one of those things, they don't teach it in school. They don't. Most major corporations have only just now recognized it as a holiday. Let's take our dubs. Let's take our dubs where we can. Let's take our dubs where we can, okay? Let's do that. I do want to point out, now that we've got that out of the way, we are still raising money for the Bail Project. We will be raising money for the Bail Project all throughout the rest of this month. Not only that, we are about to hit, we were actually about to hit our goal again. Our goal was set at 2,000. Technically, because I'm not the only one raising money. I also have other people that are teaming up with me to raise money. And I think as a team, the Blerd Without Fear Bail Project has raised $2,255 and 75 cents. I don't know. That's a weird one. And for just now for us, just the individual, just Blerd Without Fear, we've raised $1,909.38. But that said, I think here. Let me double check something real quick, because I think we may or may not have. We had some recent donors here very recently that I have that were like in between the times that I wasn't streaming the Blurcade. But we had some people come in. We had some anonymous donations. Some come in, said that, hey, this doesn't begin to cover what I owe, dropping $20. We had a $50 donation from Fred Amati, aka Snack Crumb, says, keep on the good fight, Ernie. You're a good dude for doing this. I'm not leading and take charge type, but I sure as fuck can support those who can. It's not much, but it's what I can give. Another anonymous $20 donation. We also had another $20 donation from Blair West. For the cause, man, I'm really far behind in comics, so I don't really have anything I'd like for you to cover. You just want to throw something out there. We also got a donation from R2763 Mass, says thanks for this. We also got multiple anonymous donations at $20, $50, $10, or $20. We also got a $20 donation from Aaron. No message. We also got one from $20 donation from Haitian Sense 85, saying keep freedom free. Damn right. And they actually picked they took advantage of a reward. They wanted me to pick a topic. They wanted to pick a topic for my next video. Yes, they did. They did.
Century.
No, Citrus. Oh, God. God.
It was a sneeze. It was a sneeze. I'm sorry.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what it was.
It's funny.
It was a
It's
sneeze.
funny you said that. But no, they said they basically picked for Black Manta. Black Manta as a civil rights villain, taking doing the right thing with the wrong approach. You wanted me to tackle that one? I definitely will.
Okay.
MP Crowley came with $25 donation and picked to choose my next character breakdown, which will be Calvin Ellis, the Black Superman.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and so yeah, those are all the donations we've gotten since then, since the last Blerd Cave. So I just want to give a shout out to all those people. Thank you again, just for for being awesome, and just being great in this time. Also, look, we just got a super chat in just now. From AWAB, $10 super chat just coming through to say, "What's up, Blerd Without Fear?" Just showing some love. Thank you. Also, I don't know if I even got to say anything. AWAB has been dropping some awesome art in our Discord server.
Yes, he
recently.
has.
So just gotta put some respect on the homie's name. Let's see here.
I have Ruben Hart in the chat right now saying that picture like Carter is about to tell us about Liberty Mutual. Who says I'm not? Who says I'm not?
Hey, he may just, before this is all over, you may just get a random Liberty Mutual spill.
You might need to know about your stocks and bonds. You might need to know.
What is the LJ Press? I heard if Milestone does a release by the end of the year, Blerd Without Fear will wave a Confederate flag. No, I will not. But I do hope that it is much sooner than that. No, true story. Yeah, it's funny that you bring that up. I love all the memes that are coming out right now. Have you seen them on Facebook about the Confederate flag? Have you seen the where it's basically like it's people like saying the Wii U lasted longer than the Confederacy? Because that's one of the things people don't talk about. It's actually because we're in chill mode. It's a chill vibe right now. So you know what? I want to get some tunes in here because I want to keep it chill. You know what I'm saying?
That picture's gonna kill me.
I just want to keep it. Just want to keep it chill. But no,
some knowledge real quick. Just drop some knowledge.
Yeah. The Confederacy only lasted actually people say 5 years. It's actually slightly less than 5 years. It's barely 4. I think it's 4 and some change. It's close enough to 5 that people round it up. But yeah, man, I just thought it was funny because people just came out the woodwork. They were like, "Yeah, the Confederacy, it didn't last that long. Why are people waving the flag for some shit that barely lasted a presidency?" So yeah, it is what it is. But no, all that aside, we are here to talk about the relaunch of Milestone Media. There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack there. It's because it's kind of a big deal. For those of you who don't know what Milestone Media is, Milestone Media basically was an imprint that was spearheaded by Dwayne McDuffie, the God.
Man.
Dude, rest in peace. Fuck that. Rest in power, my guy. But what I would dare say, probably one of the greatest minds in comics that is no longer here with us. And not only was, of course we had it was Michael Davis, Dennis Cohen. There's another name that I'm blanking on right now. Because I'm spitting off the dome here. But they fell under because of lack of, honestly, the funding for them fell through because of sales. Comics cost a ridiculous amount of money to print. All that stuff. Oh, by the way, Darth AV Rebirth coming through the 199 super chat. Says, put some respect on Dwayne McDuffie's name. That goddamn right. Dude, Dwayne McDuffie was the dude, the god.
Well, it was the Goldberg of the comic world. Dumb man. That's what he was.
Look, McDuffie come in and be like, who's next? Look, just saying. But no, man, guy was just great mind. Of course, he probably one of my favorite Justice League runs that he did. He wasn't on for I don't think he was on for very long. He did like a few issues, but like one of my favorites that he did. And he just was out here for diversity. And a lot of people focus on the black characters that he made. But the thing is, Dwayne McDuffie was out here. Like, he was actually out here for people, like, of all races, colors, creeds, religions, sexualities. I often say that one of the earliest depictions of a trans character in mainstream comics came from the Blood Syndicate. The way he handled homosexuality in comics in the 90s was way ahead of his time. Also handled in the Blood Syndicate. The way he tackled the idea of black Republicans with the character Icon. Afrofuturism with Hardware. Static Shock. Static Shock. That's the TV show, but the actual character of Static. Just the idea of a company being able to come out of nowhere and capture the minds and imaginations and hearts of people in much the same way that Spider-Man did before a black audience. Like,
especially, especially a black audience who had never seen something like it with a good upbringing with both family members there. That's something that you really did not see. So Dwayne McDuffie wasn't just the guy who did the black characters. Dwayne McDuffie was someone who wanted everyone to have fair representation, the best that he could do it.
Right. Well, and I'm glad you pointed that out. He didn't have dead parents. He had both parents in the household. It wasn't like, oh, well, mom's here, dad's gone, or dad's here, mom's gone. Both parents in the building, both parents very much alive. And it was just a thing of beauty. Real quick, Losersaurus coming through with a $5 super chat saying, just showing love. Thank you for giving us constant content, even when things are dry. Also, shout outs to Carter. Love the outfit, bro. Also, Godmass Visions come through and said, wait, I just came in. Milestone Media come and win. I saw on Tumblr that it was October, but I thought it was I thought it was cat / misinformation. No. Well, I don't know about October, but there is some news, and we're about to get into it. I'm just giving everybody a little bit of a primer on Milestone Media for those who aren't familiar with it. I've learned there are actually quite a few people who are, I'm not going to call names, but people who are prominent YouTubers who don't know about it or have never read it. So, things I learned. Ultimate Boosell coming through with the $1.99 super chat saying, I made it, better late than never. Hey, you didn't miss too much. But I want to thank all three of y'all for your super chats. Thank you. Y'all are fantastic. Oh, wait a minute. Hold, let me check something real quick, because I just want to make sure I'm up to date on everything. And, actually, no, I'm not. I'm not up to date on everything. I am not up to date on everything. We just got a $30 donation to the Bale Project from Sergeant Airborne. Keep using your platform to educate and bring knowledge. Thank you so much for that donation.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
And you chose my next character breakdown as a reward. So we will be covering the character of Bumblebee. A character people don't think about very often when it comes to comics. But very important. A very important character, I would dare say. Very important character. But, kind of getting back to it. Yeah, man, Milestone was just great. They were just great. I mean, there's... What else can I say about Milestone that hasn't already been said about some of the greatest things that have ever, existed in the history of ever? But Milestone Media was supposed to, be the next big thing, and it could have been. I think it really could have been, but honestly, I think just it just fell through. And then, of course, with Dwayne McDuffie's passing, unfortunately, that just kind of really put a damper on things. DC Comics, who Milestone Media always had a relationship with, a publishing relationship with, DC started using the Milestone Media characters. Of course, we see Static, in the New 52, we were seeing Hardware and Icon show up in DC Comics. And of course, we've seen these characters on Young Justice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Joshua Watts comes through with a $5 super chat, says, just so you know, I'm going to charge for autographs since people keep mistaking me for you at cons. Already, LOL. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Gotta keep the lights on. Hey, I ain't mad at you, player. I ain't mad at you. Because I'm about to start charging people for mistaking me for Wayne Brady. So, I used to not see it when I was younger, but now as I get older, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna run like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start doing like on Dave Chappelle. When people say, Wayne Brady, I'm gonna reach over, and the microphone's gonna be in my hand when I pull it back. When I wake up and I put on my makeup, I'ma say a little prayer for you. That's what I'm gonna start doing. People do it, like, and then hit them with the that'll be $100, $100 for the autograph. Where you want me to sign which titty? Sorry. I apologize. Not trying to be problematic this early in
too
the
early
day.
for this.
But here, let me hit the danger button for myself. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. We got Lusasaurus, we got Dark in here, we got Chirin in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, wait, Corey Scott Johnson coming through with a $5 super chat says, did you guys watch Alicia and John last night? Oh, Alicia and John. Oh, talking about Alicia Keys and John Legend. No, I did not get to see it. When people say R&B is dead, I point to the stream like stupid. Dude, no, I didn't get to see it. I'm gonna have to go back and see if I can catch the VOD. On that.
It was good. A lot of babies were made because of Instagram Live yesterday. It was great.
Dude, you know what's funny? Here, you know what? Can I just point out something? I just want to say my wife is the MVP real quick. And yes, if we actually watch that stream, we may have another baby if that happens. So you know what? I'm not going to watch it now, just on principle, because I'm not trying to have any more kids. We got to go get the snip before we do that. Got to take the bullets out the gun. That way you can point it at anybody. They won't care.
Danger. No one needs to go to the house of Blerd when that Instagram Live is being rewatched. No one needs to walk in there and you just smell board games, new, fresh comics, and sweat. No one needs to go in there. No one needs to go in there. Stay where y'all at. Home, your kids, hug your family members. Don't go to House Blerd today. Don't do that.
Right? Goddamn.
Do that, pizza.
But yeah. Oh, wait, here, I see, we got APX come through $10 super chat, says I did a happy dance when I saw this title. Drell Boza, $10 super chat, says, Ernie, imagine if McDuffie wrote Black Panther. Also, imagine if he was still around and was able to touch on Ferguson, the current protests, and everything we've been dealing with out here. Dude, get out of my head! Get out of my head! I've been thinking about this all month long. And man, oh man, you know what? Love my wife. I just love my wife. So that said, hold on. I'm sorry. I have to hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. While
There
he's
you go.
doing that,
Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead.
Right now. Why y'all hating on me? Y'all gonna make me take this hood off in a second.
Look, that motherfucker gonna pop that hood off, man. Y'all gonna see a flaming skull underneath it, man. His motherfucker gonna hit y'all with a penance stare. Y'all ain't gonna be able to do shit.
Man.
But no, anyway, I that was my wife. I'm you know, husbandly duties. You gotta take care of your wives, man. Take care of your wives, because they will take care of you. But no, so we know that, yeah, there was originally in 2017, there were announcements. 2018, there were announcements about Earth M. What's Earth M? What is it supposed to be? What is it supposed to be? What are they going to do with it? It was supposed to be like this relaunch. Oh, we're bringing back Milestone. And then it never happened. And of course, I've talked about this a lot on the channel throughout various videos. If you've seen my technique video, if you've seen you know, my icon and rocket video, my hardware video, my videos on static, the Blood Syndicate, various characters. By the way, I feel like, man, I'm always burying the lead on shit, but I have a zombie video that's gonna be coming out here very soon. Just want to throw that out there. You know, one of the few, maybe I would even dare say the first Korean American character in mainstream comics to have their own comic. But yeah, Earth M is supposed to be a thing, and this is basically supposed to be a part of the DC Comics universe. But it just never happened, never materialized. Matter of fact, I believe there was supposed to be some inclusion of it in the finale of Doomsday Clock, but it never materialized because there was a court battle that was going on between the McDuffie estate and Dennis Cohen and Reggie Hudlin, who has now become a part of Milestone. Wow, my wife just asked. Yeah, okay, I want to give y'all. You know what? I want to. Can we pull the curtain back a little bit? Can we pull the curtain back? I want to pull the curtain back for a minute. So my wife has basically been asking me what I want for Father's Day. This is why I keep picking my phone up. And apropos of nothing, she was like, "Hey, what do you want for Father's Day?" And bless her heart, yeah, this is just kind of show, you know, because my wife just cares that much. She asked me, like, "Hey, what system do you want? Like, what game do you want?" I was like, "Hey, if you give me Last of Us 2, if it showed up on my desk, I wouldn't be mad." Oh. And she was like, "Oh, is it on? Should you want it on?" And just because my wife knows me so well, she asked me first, "Do you want it on PC?" And I said, "You know what? I appreciate you asking, but it's not on PC. It's only on PlayStation 4." And then I was like, "Thank you." And she was like, "Do you want the collector's edition?" And I was like,
he's getting made at Birdhouse tonight.
Look. She trying to get premium top shelf sex tonight. That's what she's trying to do here. Just the game. Let's see.
If the house moves and the ground shakes,
don't look.
Be blurred without fear in those cakes. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Look, hey, if you hear clapping, if you hear cheeks clapping, danger. I'm saying. I'm about to say, if you hear clapping, it's not applause. But no, so yeah. By the way, I'm not really. I just want to point out, I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but please, no spoilers in the chat for Last of Us 2. If you do, the Quiet Council, my mods, have been instructed to drop the hammer with impunity. And if you do not know what that means exactly what it sounds like. It means they could just do it and there's no questions asked. They don't even, usually if someone's banned, not all the time, but most times in certain situations, I'll see messages going back and forth saying, "Hey, should I? Nah, just do it. Don't ask me. Just do it." Anyway, point of the matter is, we got Jarrell Boza come back through another $5 super chat. Card out here looking like the first Black Sith. I'm dead. Oh, my wife is so nice to me. She says, but would you like... I told her The Last of Us 2, the collector's edition, is not necessary. And she said, but would you like having it?
But yo! No, that's love. That is true love.
Look, I'm like, look, I can't turn down nothing but my collar. Anyway, Death Ray coming through with the $5 super chat says, I love seeing the Milestone characters in Young Justice Season 2 and 3 like Hardware, Icon, and Static. Me too. Thank you. And that's the thing. We see these characters on TV, but they haven't shown up. Where are they? They haven't pulled up. Where they at? Where they at, though? Dance appears with a $2 super chat. It said, cheeks are clapping. Cheeks are slapping, I mean. Goddamn right. Marcus Hill said, Carter out here looking like Cloak. You about to just teleport us all the fuck up out of here. To the goddamn Darkhold. But no, my main thing, though, is we haven't heard anything. Like New York Comic-Con, 2 New York Comic-Cons in a row, from, not last year, but the year before that and the year before that. We hadn't heard anything, and the reason why was because there was a legal battle between the McDuffie estate, Reginald Hudlin, Dennis Cohen, Michael Davis, basically because they were, and to be fair, I kind of see both sides of this. I hate to be a both sides guy in this one, but it kind of is a both sides thing. Basically, no one said anything to the McDuffie estate when this whole Earth M thing came up. Like, nobody included them in it, which, granted, to be fair, why would you? They aren't Dwayne McDuffie, but they are his representative, and Dwayne McDuffie owned half, if not a little more than half, of the stake in Milestone. And the fact that the McDuffie estate wasn't consulted about it is kind of egregious. But they were taken to court, and we actually got an interview. I didn't get an interview. I wish. One day, man. Maybe one day. But there was an interview very recently with Dennis Cohen, where basically he talked about it, and he said that they are... granted, I believe the legal battle was ended roughly before Christmas, right before Christmas, this past year. He says they just couldn't talk about anything, but we got it right here. DC's Milestone revival back on track and needed more than ever, says co-founder. Milestone Comics co-founder Dennis Cohen has opened up about the return of the imprint through DC, a plan that was first announced at the 2015 Comic-Con International San Diego, and which was delayed by a subsequent lawsuit that Cohen says has now been resolved to all parties' satisfaction. And he has gone on to say, Dennis Cohen, as you know, we were involved in a lawsuit that everyone read about in the papers, if people care to read about that kind of stuff. Not everything that was printed was true, but there was still a situation. He says, well, that situation has been resolved to all party satisfaction, so we're all happy, and the person that had an issue with us is happy. I want to interject real quick. I'm pretty sure he's talking about Dwayne McDuffie's wife.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm pretty sure he is talking about Charlotte Fullerton, who, by the way, is the nicest person. I just want to point that out. I always feel like I have to say that every time. Like, she's not a bad person. She ain't wrong for being like, hey, y'all aren't including my husband's legacy in this. Like, what's going on? Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think she took the funds for that and actually put it towards the Dwayne McDuffie Foundation, which is an organization, like a zero-profit organization that basically helps black creatives and other creatives of color, get their names out there. But
I think she was doing that when passed. There was one book that Dwayne McDuffie had done. I think it was for Image at the time. Mm-hmm. So she's been doing this for just to kind of one side and just double down on the fact that she's actually the GOAT. She is a real one for sure.
Oh yeah, no, she's great. I mean, like, that's what, like, 'cause I noticed, like, one time I did a video, people were, like, clowning her in the comments, and I was like, dude, she's not a bad person. She really isn't. Like, I mean, honestly, if you created a universe as popular as Milestone, and you had a 50% stake in the company, and some other people, one of which you didn't even have anything to do with Milestone, comes along and is like, hey, yeah, we're taking this shit, we're gonna totally like make some money off this shit, and you left the family who basically produced half of this content out of it, yeah, I'd be a little pissed too. I would expect my wife to be upset if someone came along and said, hey, we're just going to pick up this Blerd Without Fear thing after, Blerd Without Fear is dead, and we're just going to make some money off of it, and you leave my family in the cold? Oh, no. We all going to be some fighting motherfuckers this evening.
Said we finna tear this whole room up.
Look, my ghost. I actually, you know what? I expect my wife to immediately turn into Vera from Harlem Nights. She's like, oh, no. You done insulted me. And now I got to kick your ass. That's what I would expect to happen. I'm sorry. This is what it is. But anyways, carrying on. He says, it says, we're all happy and the person that had an issue with us is happy. We're all together, we're all friends, we're all good, and DC and Milestone were going forward with their plans after a very long delay, and just when we were starting to pick up everything again is when the pandemic hit. But that hasn't really stopped work from progressing. I can't say anything really big right now. Some of the stuff had already been announced a while ago, and we're still proceeding with a lot of those things. There's going to be some new things that are going to be announced, but for all people who are thinking about Milestone, we thank you for your continued patience. There will be stuff to see, and there will be stuff to see relatively soon, and hopefully people will be back on the Milestone bandwagon, and it'll be good because I think that now it's needed more than ever. Now, that said, for people who don't know, and yeah, I'm kind of putting up some artwork here, this is actually sketches from some of the new stuff that was shown off at previous conventions. Chief among them, this one being Cohen's work on a new version of hardware, like an updated version of hardware. Mm-hmm. And, it looks amazing. It's beautiful. As Cohen's work always is. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm here for it. But as a matter of fact, here, I see we got some other ones in here. Oh, man, we got more super chats here. Deus Imperial with the $5 super chat says, we need live action versions of Icon and Static. I think you will get them. I actually think you will get them. Do not be surprised they wind up on HBO Max or the CW. Thank you for that one. Rand Tor, Tim Mungan. Come with $2 super chat says, bring back Tech 9. Dude, please do. Please do. Cricket said no pinky toes were harmed in the making of this joke. Hey, I'm here for it. He shot me in my pinky toe. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Actually, I'm probably going to watch that movie here in a minute once this is all over. You see here, like, there's another rough sketch. This is, I believe this is hardware yet again. Or maybe a new character. I think it's hardware, though. Almost positive it's hardware. But, we've seen some artwork and some things like that Cohen has been showing off. We've also seen, I've actually shown this picture off before in my Icon video, an updated version of Icon and Rocket under the Earth M banner. Freaking amazing.
That is really
like I said, dude, that one actually hit me the hardest, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, Lord, the feels.
Yeah, that is the cold one.
Little Rocket out here looking like a whole snack. Icon looking like he just got done voting for John McCain in the 2008 election.
Voted for McCain and wanted to be a Red Lantern at the same time. Look at that.
Look at him. See, that's the thing people don't talk about with Icon. That's the thing I always laugh about that people never talk about with Icon is that he was a black Republican. Like, Rocket had to keep this dude in check. Rocket, which, I want to point this out. This is why I always tell people that sometimes I think it's great when people write outside of their comfort zone And Icon was a character. I don't know if most people know this, but Dwayne McDuffie was like incredibly liberal. Like he was really liberal. I think actually, if the term existed back then in the 90s, he would be considered a progressive. Like he would be in Bernie Sanders' camp. Dwayne McDuffie would be. I have no doubt about that. I have no doubt about that. There's no question in my mind about that. But he created a character who was the polar opposite of himself. Like, he does not share any views with Icon at all. Actually, Rocket is the character whose views he shares. And Rocket was the heart and soul of that comic, as any good sidekick would be. But neither here nor there. Yeah.
And in making Icon, he didn't make it to where was using him as a platform to dog out Republicans.
No, he didn't
use it like a meme. He was still, it was still his great writing, and the chemistry between Icon and Rocket. It was really good to see where you would go in thinking one thing and it was the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Which just, it says a lot about his writing.
Like, people always talk about how, oh, you know, comics are always like talking politics. I mean, the thing is, they always have. But the thing is, I think it's all about how it's done sometimes. Sometimes, yeah, some writers are more heavy-handed than others. And I'm not going to lie, McDuffie, he had an even hand with it. But the thing what he would do is that a lot of times I remember there were issues of Icon and Rocket where Icon would be out of pocket like a motherfucker. Like, because you know, the whole thing with Icon was that, you know, oh, well, you have superpowers, but, you know, you don't help your community. And one of the things that's kind of easy to forget, and I think a lot of people forget this, is that Icon isn't black. I mean, he is, but he's an alien. He's an alien shapeshifter who crash landed on Earth during slavery. And the only reason that he is black, and I guess it's also kind of a commentary in and of itself, is that his life pod is configured to basically match the DNA of someone who approaches the ship when he lands on an alien planet, so that way he can blend in. And it just so happened when his ship crash landed, a slave found the ship. So the ship took the DNA from the slave and turned him into a black man. He wasn't even white before. I mean, like, he was like this weird looking alien thing. Like, he wasn't like a normal looking person. That's what I think a lot of people get mixed up. And he just kind of laid in wait and Dorbit and just kind of did his own thing. He didn't get involved in any of those things. You know, the civil rights movement, none of that. He just kind of rode the sidelines. In a lot of respects, kind of like Blue Marvel did for a minute. In Marvel, I mean, you know, retroactively. I would love to, dude, you know what I would love? If they ever did an amalgam. I don't want to see a fight, I just want to see these two brothers in the same room with each other. Icon and Blue Marvel. I would love to see it. But no, I remember there were some issues where Rocket was like, oh, you look like us, but you ain't us. Like, she'd be real quick with that shit. Cause she'd be like, yeah, just cause your skin black, just cause you skin folk don't mean you kin folk. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we saw, you know, I think this is like some concept artwork. I don't know exactly what this is for. This kind of looks like almost like looks like Bruce Wayne's origin. But just scarier. I don't know, for whatever reason. Look like Thomas Wayne jumping the gun. God damn it. But no, I really don't know what that is. But that was a part that was on their website and part of the stuff they had shared. This right here is like a new group of characters. I am gonna go on a limb and say probably Asian characters. Because that is the thing that Milestone did when no one else was doing it. They made Asian characters. Like Zombie. So there you go. Rocket laying down the fact.
Oh, someone in chat they're looking at that last picture and they're saying Carter shot the Waynes.
That's him! Dude, hold on, wait a minute. That's him. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm calling the police right now. Hold on. Here, let me. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We got that motherfucker. We found him. Dude, Dennis Cohen was trying to tell us the whole time. He was trying to tell us the whole time, and we didn't listen. Oh, yeah. Goddamn. No, but yeah, I don't know who these two characters are. It just says duo concept. Reggie Hudlin, Dennis Cohen, Dare T. Dingle. That was the name I was trying to think of earlier. It just came to me out of nowhere. I didn't even look it up. I was trying to think of the fourth person whose name I couldn't remember, who's one of the forefathers of Milestone Media. And it literally just came to me out of nowhere. I was like, Dare T. Dingle. Duh! Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot that. Man, can we please put some respect on his name? Anyway, yeah, I don't know what this is, but I like the idea of it. I don't know. I don't know if this is I don't think this is zombie. It might be. I don't know. But whoever this dude has some smokes in his jacket pocket. I appreciate it. I don't even smoke, and I appreciate it. We've also got the Love Army, which I have no clue what that is, but it's a thing. The Love Army is going to be a thing in Earth M. All female superhero team. I'm here for it. And a multicultural one too, dude. I'm here for it. Got a black woman.
Off that pick alone, I would read that.
Yeah, dude. Right off. Look, off the scrimp.
I'll just right off it.
Look. We got a black woman up front. Got a Asian woman back here. Got a Muslim woman back here. Look, got 2 or 3 random white women back in the background.
It just looks like if you get past one, you got a day ahead of you with the mother.
Right? look, cause my girl right here in front got the blicky with the stiffy. Ah, woo! Look, she was out here. I'm out here.
Boy.
She like look. First off, I want to point out the Asian chick behind her. She back here looking like Cell in the Cell game. She's like, I dare a motherfucker to come up here and try and run my fade. I dare him to come run this fade. Come get me, motherfucker. Ooh, I hope. She's like, you know what? I hope you get past this black woman. I hope you get past her because I'm ready to run your shit. She got look, Amy said she got 2 blickies. look, right? She got one over here. She got one over here, one over there. She's like, which one you want? So they both got a stiffy. You about to get she's like, you about to get Eiffel Towered up in here. Woo! But no, there's some more. Like, I mean, this is like a full squad, like a multicultural rainbow coalition of women. I'm here for it, dude. Dude, y'all need to let Milestone be great. Let Milestone be great. But I'm here for it. I like the look of it. Because how many all-female superhero teams do we see? How many do we ever get to see?
I can literally only think of one right now off the top of my head. I think it's still because it's only like 11 in the morning, but A-Force is the most recent one that comes to mind.
A-Force. And I'm not going to lie. It's A-Force, and I always think about that all-women, the all-female X-Men team when they did that run for a little bit.
Oh, right. That was the one that Jean Grey was leading, wasn't it?
I don't think Jean was around.
Okay.
Because it was Storm, Psylocke, Rogue. I think Jubilee was there, and I think Kate Pryde was there too.
Right. Because the one I'm thinking
Jean
about
was around, I think she had just come back, but I don't know if she was doing anything.
That's when they were naming the X-Men books different colors, like you had X-Men red and blue. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because Jean had X-Men red. Yeah. Because she's got red hair. Nah, it's not. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm just whatever. Hey, we got Jamal Simmons coming through with the $2 super chat. Says Blerd for president. Man, you know what? Hey, I still got time to put my name on the ballot. I still got time. Let's see. Charlie's Angels. That does count. That does count. This is like Charlie's Angels on steroids, though. Here's another pick. This is also the Love Army. Dude, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I like everything I'm seeing here.
That name is the only thing I can't get past because it's just like, know that it's played for. I could imagine reading that book and then someone hears that the Love Army is coming to get them, and they are just like whatever the fuck casual, and then these sisters just run up on you real quick,
dude. And put it on you.
Yeah, like they already killed half the compound you in while you having this conversation.
You said the Love Army. Who's? Oh shit! Oh, Cross Zero coming through the $1 super chat. Thank you. Okay, and here was it. Oh yeah, Danger Girl. Thank you. I forgot about Danger Girl.
Wow.
Danger Girl. Dude, actually, I have the first 2 volumes of that comic. I actually really like that comic. I forgot about it, though. Let's see here. Alternative Factual said, I pulled up and saw the hoodie and was shook. See, we had this joke. They were like, I wanted to get a picture of, like, you see those old Unsolved Mysteries episodes. They have the person they interview, and they're all like... They have no light on them, so they're just in a dark room, and you can't see their face. They got the voice modulator on. That's what I was wanting to go for, but then I saw this picture. I was like, nah, we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna go with this one. This is another hero. I don't know who this is supposed to be. Like, I thought maybe they were doing like a younger, updated version of Donner from the Shadow Cabinet, but I don't think that's the case. I think this is like a whole new hero. But like for all those people who are always like, you know, it's nothing but black superheroes. Here's the funny thing: most people don't know this, but not every hero in Milestone was black. Like a lot of them, they actually had a lot of Puerto Rican characters. Puerto Rican, Korean. There were white characters. His Latinx characters, all kinds. Hell, no one talks about Cobalt.
Oh wow!
Or Death Wish. No one talks about them.
I knew Death Wish, but Cobalt, you just kind of hit me with a blast from the past on that one. I forgot about that one. Good Lord,
dude, Cobalt was wild,
there, man.
Dude, Cobalt was wild, man. Yep. Zombie with an X. Xombi. But yep. They had I
saw it before you even say what it was. I saw it too. I read it.
I'm sorry.
I saw it.
That man, dude, he just put you on full blast. Your talent got stolen by the Space Jam. The Monstars. I'm dead. Yeah, she kind of looks like, honestly, I don't even think this character's white. I think she's actually, I think she's Latina. I think she is. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm here for it, though, whatever it is. And, of course, we got this one here. I don't really know what this one is all about. But, it looks like, a father and son going hunting. Not really sure where it's going from there, but, hey, what you gonna do? I have no commentary here. Just, confusion.
Gonna get blasted.
And of course, you can't relaunch Milestone without the GOAT. Static. You can't. You can't do it. I dare you to try. I dare you to even try.
Is he purposely doing the Jumpman pose?
Yeah, I think he is.
Alrighty then.
That man can't. That man coming through. He like, that man.
Static doing the Jumpman pose makes that Monstars comment sting a little bit more from LJ Brown.
Damn.
Sting a little bit more.
Look, the motherfuckers came out the gate talking about some, I hit him high, hit him high, hit him high. You hit him low, coming straight to the hole. You ain't got no game. I'm taking him out the frame, coming through like. Yeah, nah, I didn't listen to that song any at all. Oh, but we also got updated static. Virgil Ovid Hawkins. My guy out here. I'm here for it. Let's see. Oh, 2's1 coming through the $5 super chat says, how would folks feel if they brought back Rick Stone, Richie, in Static Shock and made him Gear, another cartoon character brought into the comics? Actually, you know what? I'd be here for it because Rick, Richie on the cartoon, he was kind of an amalgam of a couple of different characters from the comics, and they just kind of blended it all together and kind of made him a sidekick for the show. Honestly, I'd be fine with it because they really didn't do anything with his, like, Static didn't really have a whole heap of a lot of, like, you know where, like, Spider-Man just knew people who, like, just were all of a sudden superheroes? Static didn't really have that in his comic. Like, he knew some people. He bumped into people who were, like, heroes or had superpowers that weren't, you know, complete and total assholes. But, like, I kind of feel like, if they brought in Richie and you once again you kind of boost him up into Gear, I actually think that'd be pretty cool. I would actually like to see that, especially since
he made a good point. Darth Rebirth made a good point of I'm gonna need Richie's racist daddy to show up and get his fade run again. That would that would be a really good dynamic as well, just for those two to be. Hey,
dude, I'm here for dude. Make it
being racist as hell. Yeah, that would be a
cut
good
the check.
That would be great.
Cut the check.
Cut the goddamn check.
Yeah, that would be great.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Tubes. Thank you, man. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. But no, like I said, I just thought that was really cool. I thought it was really cool that we kind of got to see a lot of this stuff, and I'm just like, dude, I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see more. I don't, like I said, he says that we're gonna see some stuff very soon, and I think by soon, honestly, now that DC's kind of back up and running again, we probably will. I don't know if they're gonna like tie it into anything, and I don't expect that. But I can definitely tell you that when they did Doomsday Clock and they ended and they were telling you how all the different realities and timelines that have been separated are now coming back together, I guarantee you, Earth M was supposed to be included in that. I guarantee you, Earth M was supposed to be included. Matter of fact, I would not be surprised if, you know that Flash Forward miniseries?
Yes.
I would be willing to bet serious money Earth M was supposed to be where Wally went, not Earth 23. I would bet serious money on that.
That's an interesting take. Yeah, okay.
I'm willing to bet money on it that he was supposed to go to Earth M as opposed to Earth 23. But hey, you never know. You never know. And of course, with all the shenanigans going on with Dark Knight's Metal, because Dark Knight's Metal, spoiler alert, Perpetua has already destroyed most of the Earths in DC Comics. There's only like 8 left now. And who knows? Earth M might be one of them. Just throwing it out there. But yeah. Just throwing it out there. Carter, let's move along. Let's move on to the next episode
I'm keeping my hood on, but let's move.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. So we have next up on the list. Okay, so with everything going on, all the what's the word am I looking for here, Carter? With all the fuckery that has been going on in the world lately, apparently a lot of different companies, media outlets, channels, organizations, what have you, they've all been going on this move, this push to say, hey, we're not racist and we don't support racism. Everybody's been doing it pretty much. Hell, I saw there's cigarette companies that are doing it now. Yep. Cigarette companies.
Come for us world tour. I know you're talking.
Yeah. So the CW released a statement specifically from the Flash, the official CW Flash Twitter account. And as you would expect, it did not go well. And you're probably asking yourself, well, why? Why would anybody care? Why would anybody have anything negative to say? Well, if you were here last week, then you know why. So, we see that the Twitter account basically said along the lines, words matter. So does action. We can do more. We will do more. The CW appreciates and welcomes enthusiastic and thoughtful commentary about our shows. We are committed to making our social pages a safe place for our fans and talent to engage with each other. We will not tolerate and will block racist or misogynistic comments, as well as any hate towards the LGBTQ community. Now, here's the thing. The reason why they got dragged for this. Well, let's go to the top of this article and talk about who it's about.
Yeah.
It's about Candice Patton. Oh, Candice Patton has been taking endless L's for this show. Endless. Nigh on endless L's. And the black fan base of this show, they all said the same thing. You scroll down here and it says, and this isn't even just a black fan, this is just people in general. Katie Menard says, this is nice and all, but let's not forget, Candice Patton has been speaking up about the racist comments she's been attacked with from fans, quotey fingers fans, of the show for 6 seasons, and they're just now doing something. Just throwing it out there.
Hit the point on that, because that was going to be the first thing I said.
Mm-hmm.
It's words matter, so does action.
Mm-hmm.
We can do more. We will do more. How?
Yeah, I want to know how. How? Tell me how.
It's how, and then at the same time, it's I look at we will do more. You're wanting to do more now.
6 seasons.
That's the main thing. It shouldn't have even gotten to this point to begin with.
Nope. And then what was it? Here's another one. Someone else said, how do you intend to rectify the 6 years of damage already done to your black female lead?
Mm-hmm.
And then another one said, Candice Patton spent 6 years taking it all by herself. Do better for her and for so many other black women who work at your company. Just throwing it out there. Matter of fact, this right here, let's look at some of these tweets. Let's look at some of these tweets right here. We got one here from Iris S. Knowles. Says, I just remembered these and got mad. This is what the Flash fandom has always been. Warner Bros. TV and CW have enabled and encouraged this for 6 years because of their silence. Where's the justice? The reparations? Now, here, let's take a look at some of these. Let's take a look at what they're talking about here. Like, case in point, someone says, 100 years ago, I bought and sold your stupid ass. Now, I actually like how Candice responded to this, because this is actually how I used to respond, and in some cases, actually, I don't really respond to racist or hateful comments anymore. I typically just hide you from my channel, because I don't want to see you, and I don't think anyone else should have to either. But I would usually correct your grammar, because 99.9% of the time, there was always a grammatical error, and what I would do is, I would do exactly this. I would put your, because they put your. They put the contraction for you are. So yeah. Next one. Now this one, yeah, of course we discussed this a little earlier off camera. Look, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Candice Patton has taken so many L's for playing Iris West on The Flash that she needlessly took an L for what? How do you pronounce it? Is it Juicy Smollett?
Yeah, that's correct. That's the French actor.
Is
the French actor Juicy Smollett?
Smollett. So, and to be fair, she never did retract her comments about it, but I honestly don't feel she had to. Yeah, I mean, hey, she said what she said. She said that ribs heal, but this black man had bleach poured on him, a noose put around his neck in 2019. This wound he has to live with, I ache over the most. And then someone came along.
Was in the right place.
Yeah, her heart was in the right place. I mean, it's
because
the thing is, if now, of course, we learned later after the fact that Juicy Smollett. I just like saying his name. It just is funny. It sounds funny to me. But basically, it all came out later that he was full of shit and he was lying.
Yeah, the wound he had to live with was the lie he was telling everybody.
that court case, that court case that came after, that was the wound. Yeah. Look, and that L. No. Actually, I think the worst one was when he went on stage, called himself the Black Tupac, or the Gay Tupac.
Oh my.
Gave me the Black Tupac. Tupac was already black, but you know what I mean. The gay Tupac. I was like, wow, okay, whatever. Anyway, someone said should have been your character in season 3, and her simple response was stay pressed. Cause, dude, people are awful. People are fucking awful. And I think it's weird that it took this long for people to recognize that. And then they went on to say, what was it? Like that statement from WB still got me pressed. No taking accountability, no apology. They used a fucking Throwback Thursday hashtag like it was a joke. Like, are they dumb? But let's see here. But yeah, it is. It just is what it is. And I don't like negativity. Y'all know me. Not a fan. Not a fan of it at all.
That's the crazy part. If you scroll back up, the person who made the comment is right there saying, "Hey, that's me right there." He's still proud of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just now caught that. Yeah. He said, "Hey, that's me right there." Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. And dude, you know what I hate to see it. I hate to see people that way. Because you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. You really shouldn't. But, you know, hey, is what it is. Is what it is.
It's what I've been saying about a lot of these companies that are coming out. Going on before, you have to show me something.
Yeah, no, I gotta see. I'm gonna have to see something.
Yeah.
I love how someone else came along and said, "Well, okay, do better for Candice Patton then." Well, I mean, like you're saying, people are literally coming out the woodwork, right? Just like, you know, like the fuck is y'all doing? See, someone should have tapped them on the shoulder and said, "Yeah, don't send that. Don't send that tweet." Look, you know how like all the CW shows always joke about this, that they all have like a magical Negro.
Mm-hmm.
They all have a magical Negro on the show. Each show has one, like just a random black dude on the show, just helps the white main character through all of his bullshit. They needed a Joe West. They needed a Diggle. Just saying. Hey, they have white ones too. Gamby, he's the magical Italian on Black Lightning. Have Gamby come on and like, this ain't a good look.
The CW has been like that for a while, though. If you remember, before it was the CW, you'll probably remember this. It was called UPN.
Oh, I remember. And,
yeah, and it was more so a lot of different black shows that were on there. And one comedian's name is Eddie Griffin had his own show. It was called Malcolm and Eddie.
Yep.
He'd gone on record saying that he had heard a few people at CW, you know, that used to refer to UPN as you pick an N-word.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
they've been like this for a while and no one gave them any attention. But now with everything the way it is right now, and they see how much money they could lose, now we want to say something, but people still are knowing that you're full of shit.
But see, here's the thing, though. I got something for you, though, because they're not the only one.
Hmm?
They're not the only one. Because I want to direct you to something. And I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the one who is maybe I'm the one who's out of pocket. Maybe I'm the one who's out of pocket for this. But you remember this shit? At the WWB.
Yeah.
What's up? I like chicken. Michigan J Frog had this motherfucker here tapped in. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Steve Harvey's back on the air. Are you hanging with Mr. Cooper? Actually, that wasn't on the WB, but you get where I'm going with this. What was that one show they had with Robert Townsend?
Parent, not.
No, Parenthood.
Yeah, Parenthood.
It was called the Parenthood. Yeah, that one. Come on now. Had Big Worm in it.
I remember the Wayans brothers. They knew what was up, and then they took it in stride, putting it in their theme song. You remember that theme song?
Was we're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and
we're colored.
God damn it. We ain't shit. We ain't shit. Real quick, we got super chats, man. Sorry, we were off on a rant and I just didn't see it. So here, let's go run back through it real quick. Detrick Morgan came through the $2 super chat. Let's see, we've also got Nightway coming through the $5 super chat. Says these companies being anti-racism is not sad. If it is not authentic, fake, and a money grab, yeah, that is sad. Very. SFC Cape Killer coming through the $2. With the $2 super chat, thank you. Deus Imperium coming through the $5 super chat says, don't buy their apologies. They always apologize, but continue the status quo. And I agree. Here's my thing. I would love nothing more than to believe everyone right now who is saying, oh, we're anti-racist. I would love to believe that. However, I am cautiously skeptical. Cautiously skeptical. Also, JMail1984, $10 super chat says, Earth's mightiest Blerd! Thank you for that. Dude, thank you to everybody who's been dropping those super chats lately. Thank you. Y'all are just great. Y'all are just fantastic. Y'all just fantastic. Oh, wow, we got another one. LJ Mac 03 coming through with a $10 super chat as well. Says, funny how these racist attacks, or, let me take it back. Here, I
with the Luther Vandross real quick, didn't you?
Right? Look, he says, funny how these racists attack black actors and actresses for portraying traditionally white characters, but not the studios who hire them. See also Idris Elba playing Heimdall. Yes, you are correct. The people were sending Idris Elba death threats. Well, why don't you send them to Marvel? Because Marvel hired him because they felt he was the best actor for the role. Like, okay, case in point. Like, and I'm going to be fair here, and I'm going to say something that's probably controversial, so.
Danger, danger, danger.
I don't hate Scarlett Johansson. I know a lot of people give her flack for always being in movies and wanting to... Well, actually, I take that back. I will give her flack for one thing. I'll give her flack for thinking that it's perfectly okay for her to play things that she probably shouldn't be playing. But I don't give her flack for actually being cast. Because that's the studio's fault. Like, when people were getting upset because she was cast to play a trans person, instead of them just hiring an actual trans actor. Which I know why they did it. They did it because they wanted ScarJo's name. They wanted her name value on it. Because I guarantee if they would have hired just, a regular, trans actor to play the role, and regardless of how much better they would have been in it, they probably would not have made as much money because ScarJo's name carries weight, supposedly. Like, I don't hate her for being cast in Ghost in the Shell. Hell, the creator of Ghost in the Shell didn't give a fuck. But Japan has a very different way of looking at it than we do. Like, Japan, they don't really give a shit.
Oh.
Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, first off, Japan...
Be good.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah, it just has to be good. Look, Japan Asian washed their own properties. Go see the Attack on Titan live action movies. There's nothing but Japanese people in those movies. All of those characters, with the exception of, like, what, one, is white. Hence why they have names like Eren Yeager and, not Hifumi Togo or,
Duck.
Right? But it is what it is. It is what it is. But, I don't know, man. I just feel like these companies, they never take away the proper lesson. Like, whenever stuff like this is happening, they never take away the lesson that's intended. Like, they say the right things, but then they don't do anything. That's my problem. That's my problem with all this. Like, what was the girl we talked about a couple weeks ago? She came out and said that, oh yeah, black people are just sidekicks and side characters in white people's television shows. And this was for Riverdale. And now, fast forward 2 weeks later, since then, the showrunner for Riverdale has come out and said, no, we're going to do better by you and everybody else. Oh my God, no, please don't think like that. And now this heifer is in the running for Batwoman. I'm just saying.
About situations like this, because you're doing it now because you're afraid. Mm-hmm. That's the reason you're putting certain black actors and actresses in the spotlight now in these storylines, is because you don't want any more just problems. But the thing is if you were doing the job you were supposed to be doing and writing good stories for each character, it shouldn't have gotten to this point.
Right.
That's what bugs me about this. We're going to put Iris West at the forefront. We're going to give her powers. She's going to one-shot every version of fucking Reverse Flash every season. No.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I tell you what. You know what they could do if they want to make me happy? See, if CW really, really wants to make me happy, fire them 2 bitches. These 2 bitches right here, fire both of them. And I'm not even joking. This isn't like a... Look, I'm not even putting a... behind it. There's no allegedly, there's no. Fire them 2 bitches.
I guess you want Danielle Panabaker's career to go sky high? All right, I'm done.
You ain't shit!
I'm done.
Look, hey, look, can I just point out, I was actually talking with Maria from Approach the Nerd about this. I don't know if she's in here right now. But, I personally think it's funny because Danielle Panabaker, who is on the left, dude, they stayed trying to put this bitch in different properties like it was going to take off. Like, every time she was in some shit, like, it was like, oh, yeah, nah, this is going to take off. We got a franchise right here. Then they put Danielle Panabaker in it, and then the motherfucker just goes, boom. But, and for those, I see some people asking, like, yeah, like, okay, here's my thing. And I just recently did this yesterday myself. I actually posted something on Facebook yesterday on my personal that I was like, I said basically, like, first, I removed all of the openly and loudly racist people from my life. And then second, I removed all the people who quietly supported racism and were racist themselves by proxy. And I said, well, what do I do now? Well, now I remove the people who are silent, deafeningly silent, about racism. Because my thing is, inaction, doing nothing in the presence of evil, allowing evil to persist in your presence, makes you equally guilty to me. So, like, if you may not be racist, but you allowed racism to perpetuate when you had the ability to shut it down, but you allowed it to persist, I can't fuck with you anymore after that. I just can't. Sorry. See, let's see, Danewan, or is it Danawan? Man, thank you for that $15 super chat. Says, I'm tired of the tokenization. I said it earlier. It's like throwing us a bone. I like Diggle because he was an original character. Do people not see they are still pandering? It fixes nothing. Well, I do agree. I don't like tokenization. I don't like the word tokenization in and of itself. But that said, to be fair, when I was growing up, I was the only black friend. Just is what it is. To a lot of my white friends, I was their only black friend. And in a lot of respects, I was their magical Negro. I was the guy who they talked to about all their problems, and I would give them black people logic and somehow fix their problems. But, I totally get it. I totally get it. But the thing is, like, I've seen some people complain about it, like, you know, like, I think Stargirl handles it well. Because there's a lot of people out there right now who are clowning the CW for making Dr. Midnight black. A black woman, no less. And you know what I say to those people? I say, nay, there is a black Dr. Midnight. She was the second Dr. Midnight. So there you go. Neither here nor there. But I appreciate that super chat. Thank you. The thing is, there are tons of black characters out there. Now, I know some people don't like it when a black character is created and is made a legacy character of another more prominent character, I know a lot of black people don't like that. But here's the thing. You can't have it both ways. You can't, like, you know, have this this mentality of, okay, yeah, you want original characters, that's fine, cool, go make some. I will read them. But the thing is, the reason why, and it's like, it's one of those situations where legacy characters come in all different shapes, forms, and sizes. Nobody bitches about Robin. There's nobody bitching about Speedy, you know, Arsenal, Red Hood, or, you know, Red Arrow, or, you know, Donna Troy, Wally West. Hell, Wally West, probably one of the most famous of legacy characters, even more so than Robin, just by virtue of the fact that he is one of the few legacy characters who actually picked up the mantle and kept it for a long time. Most people don't even realize they were reading Wally West the whole time. There's lots of people out here, Barry Allen stans, who didn't realize that for over 20 years you were reading Wally West. Shameful. And Wally West is a legacy character. For those who don't know what a legacy character is someone who comes along and picks up the mantle of a more popular character. I explain this all the time. But the thing is, you know, if they didn't make certain black characters legacy characters, then we would be sitting here bitching and saying that we don't get the opportunity to be legacy characters. White people do. That's the thing. You got to keep that same energy. So, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of feel like, you know what, just let characters be great. Just let them be great. Hell, Jon Stewart, theoretically, is a legacy character. Hell, Hal Jordan ain't even the first Green Lantern. And neither is Barry Allen. Barry Allen is not the first Flash. Jake Garrick is. Just is what it is. But that said, fire them two bitches and we can talk. Because Katie Lotz did nothing. She defended Danielle Panabaker when people called her racist. And Danielle Panabaker is racist. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to put an allegedly behind that. She is racist. And Katie Lotz basically deleted comments calling Danielle Panabaker racist, but then all the comments that basically were saying that, oh, I'm so glad you got rid of Candice Patton. Oh, white women are better. White women deserve a safe space. We need to get rid of all these other black and POC people in she authority because we need this to be a space for white women to feel safe. She didn't delete those. And by not deleting those, she let us know what she felt. She took the time to delete the ones about Danielle Panabaker, but not the ones that were being openly racist against Candice Patton. Okay, cool. We see you. Cancel. Fired. Get out of here. I'm done. I'm done with it, personally. Me, I'm done. I don't know about you, Carter.
With us constantly talking about weak white women, I think the next thing we're about to talk about is good change of pace. We're talking about strong black women.
Yeah! My favorite. My personal favorite. How many of y'all have watched... Good Lord, go away. Dude, I swear to God, this thing will not go away. Wow, it hates me.
Major shout outs to the 238 people we have in here right now.
Ooh, yes. Dude, I'm here for it. Man, let's go.
I'm gonna make me take this hood off. You probably won't though, but I appreciate it.
Look, it could be 800 degrees in that room right now, and I can tell it is. He ain't taking that hood off. He ain't taking it off. But yeah. I vote. See, my thing is, I vote with my dollars. I watch the shows that cater to me, as anyone should. And if the show doesn't cater to me, guess what? I don't watch it. I don't care how good it is. This is. But speaking of strong black women, if you do have HBO, or if you don't have HBO, you, regardless, can mainline all of the Watchmen, all 9, it was 9 episodes. You can watch all 9 episodes of Watchmen. You can do it right now. There is, and this is all because of Juneteenth. You see, because Juneteenth, you know, the whole thing where all these companies are like trying to put out content that's specific to, you know, to gain the attention of a black audience. Basically, what they did is they said, "Hey, we're gonna put Watchmen on. You can watch Watchmen for free. Doesn't matter if you're a subscriber or not. You don't have to have HBO Max. You can watch it on anything. You don't have to even have a specific app. You can just watch that motherfucker." And the reason why is because basically the show has a lot of civil rights ties. But basically, yeah, they've made all this available on VOD. All you gotta do is just go. And basically, yeah, I would say do it. It's worth it. Honestly, this show, Watchmen, is single-handedly responsible for making Oklahoma change its education program regarding the massacre of Black Wall Street, the Tulsa riots. So I mean, hey, why not? It actually made people realize, oh wait, this isn't fake. This is not something made up for a superhero TV show. This is real. Oh. Like I said, you should know your history, lest you be doomed to repeat it. Carter, did you watch Watchmen?
Yes, I did, in its entirety.
Man, look at you. That's my guy right there.
Hey, I watched that just the day it dropped.
Dude, no lie. I saw the twist. I'm not going to say what it is. I saw the twist with Hooded Justice. I saw that shit coming a mile away, but I still loved it.
I didn't. That one kind of caught me off guard. That one caught me off guard because I was more focused on the knot on his head than him being Hooded Justice.
Yeah. I totally... Well, because I remember thinking it, and I was like, nah, maybe they won't do it. Because actually, I thought it when they first started the show, just because how everything lined up with each other, and then after a couple episodes, like, no, maybe that's not the case. And then the episode came where they finally explained. I was like, wow, I was right.
One thing that I knew about Hooded Justice was the miniseries that they had done years ago was called Before Watchmen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was the only reason I knew about Hooded Justice, just from reading the Minutemen series that was getting done there. So getting more insight on that character and that twist was well done. That caught me off guard. I'm like, well, alrighty then.
I liked it. I like that.
A lot of the thing, and I think we can say this for people that are going to watch it, because obviously you're going to watch it because it's fucking free. But a lot of the liberties that were taken with Watchmen were well done.
Yeah. No, I think so.
They were really well done. They weren't done tongue in cheek. Mm-mm. They weren't done to make Alan Moore angrier.
No,
it was just, it was really
they made sense.
Yeah, that's the best way to say it. It made a lot of sense.
Well, and I also thought it was good too because Watchmen was as a comic was incredibly devoid of black people. Mm-hmm. People always want to point to the psychiatrist and the little black boy who was at the newsstand, but there were no black superheroes. There were no black characters of prominence that were at the forefront. And I thought it was cool that they took the premise of Watchmen and kind of turned it around and made it to where, this world where, black people were pretty much pushed to the back of the line and were made to appear as though they didn't even exist in the world at all, except for, say, a person here or a person there, much like how many a white person back then probably actually did live their lives by excluding black people from it. But I thought it was cool they kind of flipped that on its head, kind of turned it around. I thought it was awesome. And I'm actually glad that they're not making a second season. Not because the show didn't do well. The show did great. HBO is begging them to come back and make another season. But Damon Lindelof said that, no, I'm good. He said, I told my story. That's it.
Yeah, he I think he's one of the few people that played just the tip with HBO.
Right. Well, because, I mean, the thing is, he told a story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. Yeah. And got the fuck out.
It's like, I can't say that because that's a whole ending thing. People, watch it.
Yeah, just watch it. I think you will enjoy it. I think you would be pleasantly surprised. Let's go ahead and move along. Oh, wow. Well, I'll have to look into that. Ooh, man, we just got some breaking news.
Oh.
Apparently there have been some, well, actually there's a couple of different things in the wake of all this Confederacy, nonsense. There's some news hitting the, I always love how we start the Blerd game, like usually either after it's over or right before we end. A whole bunch of shit just comes out of nowhere.
Welcome to Troyaverse says, and it still connects to Doomsday Clock. That's the one thing that
it does
Ernie
actually.
Yeah, that's the one thing that Ernie he said to me quite a few times was, "I bet this is why Doomsday Clock took so long to come out."
Yep.
Did you watch the show? Did you watch this episode? I bet money this is why Doomsday Clock came out so late. So I didn't even put those two together until he said that, because I'm not thinking about Doomsday Clock when I'm watching this show, but.
Well, and you know, it's kind of funny. It's funny to me because I remember when the show came out, people kept asking me, is this show connected to the comic? And I always said no. Mm-hmm. And then the more that I watched the show and the more I read of Doomsday Clock, I was like, actually, it kind of is. Mm-hmm. It's kind of connected. It's not like oh my God, it's all this one big loop. No, but I mean, but there is a connection. There is a connection. For better or worse. I think Doomsday Clock was also delayed because Jeff Johns just had a lot of shit to do, and the art takes a lot of time on that comic because, I mean, I think it was Gary Franks that was on that book. That dude's art is ridiculous. That dude's art is ridiculous. Way too detailed. It's almost scarily detailed.
That's why those Earth 1 books take ages to drop. It's because art takes.
Well,
Sister Knight in the next Infinity Crisis, I would holler.
Dude.
I would holler.
Dude. I would do it. They actually do it. If they actually went ahead and did it, I'd be here for it. I'd be here for it. Okay, so I tell you what we're gonna do, Carter. We're gonna, because this is a non-story. I don't care about it, and no one else should either. But I'm gonna send you something, Carter, because this is hot off the press.
Whoa!
Ooh, what? Ooh, woo!
Breaking. Oh, no way.
Yeah, we got some breaking news. I need to, you know what we need? I'm gonna actually get that made. I'm gonna get like a little transition and be like, breaking news. I'm gonna have to get that made. But no. Matter of fact, let's kill this one too, because you know what? I don't give a shit about that one either.
way.
Okay, so because this will be a perfect segue, we're gonna there's another story that we're probably gonna kill as well, as a result of that. Fuck the Thor one. It's not important.
Yep.
I want to talk about this shit.
Oh my god.
Dude, I wish I had this morning. I would have made this the lead in.
Yep.
Okay, so how many of you guys are familiar with a writer by the name of Warren Ellis? Y'all know who Warren Ellis is? Do we know who he is?
Anyone who's read any recent Moon Knight, if you're a fan of Moon Knight now, it's probably because of Warren Ellis.
Yeah, most likely. Man, that's so sad too, because I actually did kind of jive with his Moon Knight. That's the fucked up part.
I did too. I liked his Moon Knight. I liked his image book. It was called Injection. It was kind of a X-Files kind of thing. One Inhuman I never thought I would give a fuck about. Karnak. His Karnak book was great, and he out here being just. Ooh. There you go, Planetary. That was another good one.
Transmetropolitan.
Yes,
Transmetropolitan, dude.
Warren Ellis, man.
Dude, they got him. Look.
Oh wow, come on, people.
Look.
But you know what? Just let's tell them what we're talking about right now.
Hold on. Wait a minute here. I want to play something real quick. Hold on.
Change my state of mind.
Oh wait, hold on. Not that. Hold up. Here, this is the one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. I just want to point that out. We got him, goddammit. Oh, and I hate to see it. Your boy, Warren Ellis, his tie-in story for Dark Knight's Death Metal, the sequel to Dark Knight's Metal, has been removed. In the wake of sexual misconduct allegations against Warren Ellis, DC Comics has removed a short story written by Ellis for Dark Knight's Death Metal, as the allegations of years of sexual misconduct linked to a famous comic book writer, Warren Ellis, surfaced this past week. DC Comics has reportedly decided to pull Ellis's planned short story tying into its current crossover event, Dark Knight's Death Metal. Ellis was originally slated to have a 2-page short story with artist Jim Chung in August anthology tie-in special Dark Knight's Death Metal Legends of the Dark Knights #1. According to retailer Ryan Higgins, owner of California's Comics Conspiracy, Ellis's short story has been replaced by one written by Marguerite Bennett and illustrated by Jamal Igle.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. I'm
great.
I'm good.
We lost one and we got a good one, but come on, Warren Ellis is out here like that, man.
Dude, he is out here fucking up.
Goodness, man.
I don't even know if any of y'all, do y'all even know what Warren Ellis looks like? This is your boy right here. Damn
it. Pool 12 just said it best in chat. Just beat your meat, man. Damn. Come on.
Look, let me tell you something. If you ever
already, he looks like he does it already. Come on,
dude.
Man.
Look, you better hit that shit. Look, you better. What was it? The one-eyed bishop, the one-eyed wrestler. Look, beat your meat. Stop raping and sexually assaulting and making unwanted advances of women. 'Cause I'm telling you right now, it ain't a good look.
Man, he looks like he has to buy it on Craigslist on the regular. Come on, man.
Damn. Hate to see it. I hate to see it, man. I hate to see it.
Yeah, that messed me up because I'm a really big fan of Warren Ellis. Come on, dude.
Dude, you know I love this tweet right here though. Hold on, wait a minute.
Tweet.
Says, product update. The previously announced 2-page story of Dark Knight's Death Metal of Dark Knights. The Legends of Dark Knights #1 by Warren Ellis. Jim Chung will be replaced with... Basically what we just said. Ryan Higgins came back. It was like, damn, that was quick. That was fast. Oh, Lord. Said, wait a minute, let me see here. Yes, and according to the original advanced solicitation information for the special, the one-shot will feature a collection of short stories examining each of the Dark Knights recruited by the Batman Who Laughs from the Dark Multiverse to rewrite the DC Universe in their hellish image. Earlier this week, several women publicly accused Ellis of sexual misconduct, including soliciting women in their late teens. What?
Oh my God. What the fuck, man?
Who man's is this?
What? I'm dead. I'm dead.
Wait. So Ellis has since issued a public statement apologizing for past behavior. Oh my.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. We about to because we about to read that motherfucker. Hold on. We about to read that motherfucker. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh,
I gotta try to pull this up to you. Come on.
oh man, Warren Ellis, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, goddamn. Here, wait a minute. Here, I got it right here. Boom. This is off the Hollywood Reporter.
I just pulled up his tweet myself. Hold on.
I'll send it to you. Man.
I just said it in the comments, just like Castlevania. Gone, like, ooh.
Dude, I just thought about that. Shit.
Okay,
dude. No. He's done fucked it up for all of us. God damn it. No.
Literally, as soon as you go to his Twitter, first thing you see is Castlevania. Well.
God damn. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. No! Oh!
Damn.
God damn. Oh. Oh, Lord. Oh, God damn.
Okay, I just sent you his statement from Twitter. That, oh.
Dude, this is killing me, man. This is killing me. Ah! Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, AWAB. He did write for Castlevania. He wrote for every season. Yeah, well, there goes another series. Yeah.
Yep. That's done. It's a wrap. Here, let's see here. What does he say? It says, recent statements have been made about me that need to be addressed. God. I have never considered myself famous or powerful to the point where I've made a lot of bad jokes about it for 20-odd years. It had never really occurred to me that other people didn't see it the same way. That I was not engaging as an equal when gifted with attention, but acting from a position of power and privilege. I did not take that into account in a number of my personal interactions, and this was a mistake, and I own it. While I've made many bad choices in my past, and I've said a lot of wrong things, let me be clear. I have never consciously coerced, manipulated, or abused anyone, nor have I ever assaulted anybody. But I was ignorant of where I was operating from at a time. I should have been clear, and for that, I accept 100% responsibility. I hurt people deeply. I am ashamed for these mistakes, and I am profoundly sorry. I will not speak against other people's personal truths, and I will not expose them to the toxicity of the current discourse. I should have been more aware, more present, and more respectful of people's feelings, and for that, I apologize. I have had friendships and relationships end, sometimes in bitterness, often due to my own failings, and I continue to regret and apologize for the pain I have caused. I have always tried to aid and support women in their lives and careers, but I have hurt many people that I had no intention of hurting. I am culpable. I take responsibility for my mistakes. I will do better, and for that, I apologize. I apologize to my friends and collaborators for having created this situation, and I hope they will be treated kindly. Mistakes and poor choices in my personal life are not on them, but only on me. We have a responsibility to one another every day, and I have in my past let too many people down. I hope to one day become worthy of the trust and kindness that was placed in me by colleagues and friends. I will continue to listen, learn, and strive to be a better human being. I have sought to make amends with people as I have been made aware of my transgressions, and I will continue to do so. I have apologized, I apologize, and will continue to apologize, and take total responsibility for my actions without equivocation. I am going to be quiet now, to listen more than I speak, for other voices matter far more than my own right now. Signed, Warren Ellis.
Warren Ellis is a fucking pervert. Oh,
God damn! We had Castlevania! And this man out here refusing to beat his meat and is out here sexually assaulting people. Dude, I can't.
Some of this shit doesn't even make any sense. I have never considered myself famous or powerful.
Motherfuckers!
Who cares? When you're treating women like this and you're what?
Wait, here, wait a minute. Here, look, matter of fact, dude, oh my god.
I have never consciously coerced, manipulated, or abused. So you didn't coerce any of these young girls into sending you nudes. You just flat out just asked them politely. You fucking weirdo.
Dude. Here's the thing. I don't even know if I should say this. I don't even know if I should say this right now. Well, shit, it's already out there, so you know what? Fuck it. But apparently, writer and editor Katie West, a photographer by the name of Jane Holmes, and whoa. Wow, this is actually someone I know. I'm aware of. Meredith Yayanos, who's done like a lot of features on various and sundry music acts. Like I didn't recognize the name straight off the rip, but then like once I realized who it was, I was like, oh my god, because they've done stuff with the Dresden Dolls.
Okay, and
I was not I was not aware. But I actually have. Oh, god damn! God damn it, Warren, you were beautiful. Look, why do I feel like Nino Brown right now? From New Jack City, where I gotta
shoot you money, man. You gotta shoot him.
I gotta shoot him. It's like, man, god damn it, Cheap Money, his shit was beautiful. Nah, I gotta kill you.
This statement is so fucking stupid to me, but I was ignorant of where I was operating from at a time. I should have been clear. You weren't ignorant of where you were operating from, you fucking creeper.
Dude.
You weren't ignorant to the fact that you knew what you were doing when it. Come on, man. I'm not trying to dissect his statement. It's just I'm someone who, just like you, didn't write the book on bullshitting, but we have a couple chapters in there. Right? I can read this shit and dissect it to fucking pieces.
Damn. Look, and you know what? I just
don't like there's one part in this here where he's trying to spin it back on them. I will not expose them to the toxicity of the current discord. You can't expose them to shit. They're exposing you fucking weirdo.
Right. Not to mention, here's the thing. They've all okay, so here's two things. One, they've already exposed themselves because they've outed you. They have spoken out publicly against you. So they're already catching the toxicity.
Yeah.
They're already catching it. And of course, you already exposed them to the toxicity by being God, dude. Ah!
That this even adding this part to the statement is I have always tried to aid and support women in their lives and careers. You shouldn't have put that there. That just made you even more of a piece of shit. That's in the context of what we're talking about.
Oh my god, I feel sick.
Oh my goodness.
I feel physically. I'm not gonna lie, I feel physically ill because I feel like everything I love was made by someone who was problematic. Like, okay, what's the name of the guy? Nobuhiro Watsuki? The guy that made Rurouni Kenshin? So, he was with kids as well, wasn't he? Yeah, he's a whole ass pedophile.
Yeah, that's ugh.
The creator of Rurouni Kenshin is a whole ass pedophile, and I'm just like, now I can't watch Rurouni Kenshin. Now, are you telling me now I can't watch Rurouni Kenshin? Are you telling me that I can't watch Rurouni Kenshin anymore? God damn! God.
Someone in chat said that they were still gonna get the planetary omnibus. I can't read that shit knowing I can't.
No, I can't. I can't support him. I can't support him. And I love planetary.
Knowing he has done shit like this, I can't read your stuff. Kind of like these people, like directors and stuff in Hollywood. Who is that? Woody Allen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Woody Allen? Hell no.
Yeah, like Woody Allen, what was it, Roman Polanski, I think?
Roman Polanski, yep.
Like he fled the fucking country and he's still doing the movies with high profile people that know that he's a pedo as well. So it's just like
they know he's pedo bear.
I can't watch or read your stuff knowing that you're this.
No, I can't.
Also talked about AWAB just said Morgan Freeman. That's one that a lot of people don't talk about.
Dude, nobody talks about Morgan. You know what? Okay, so I think what was it? Morgan Freeman, Neil deGrasse. I don't know. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson's got debunked, but I don't know. I know people were oddly quiet about it. Like I remember there were a couple of times that like maybe 3 or 4 different times Neil deGrasse Tyson came out, or not came out, but came up in those Me Too conversations, and it would just quietly just disappear. And then eventually, I think sometime later, someone came and said, "Oh yeah," or I think they revealed that it was debunked, or whatever, some shit, some bullshit, whatever. I think probably settled out. Like they probably settled on the side or some shit, just be like, "All right, we'll agree to disagree." But Russell Simmons, dude, don't nobody talk about that shit.
His has a whole ass special out on HBO Max right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had to make one. And I'm sorry, I can't fuck with R. Kelly anymore. Not that I really did to begin with, but like I actually know people are like, nah, I'm still listening to his music, and I'm like, nah, can't do it. Them songs hit different now. Here's my thing. When it comes to music artists, I have a different opinion about like people who write music versus people who write stories versus people who just contribute to a thing or whatever, or have their name attached to something. Like, I'm not going to cancel every movie that Harvey Weinstein was ever attached to as a producer because, I mean, maybe he had some, like, sway over the movie, but, like, at the same time, he wasn't the driving force behind it, creatively. So, like, I'm kind of like, that's stupid. But R. Kelly's different. His pedophilia is in those songs. Like, you can hear it, especially knowing what you know now and knowing what to listen for, what to hear. It's like, oh, wow, he's talking about a whole ass teenage girl. Huh. That's different. And I mean, I'm sure Warren Ellis, it's one of those things like, oh my God. Damn. So now what you're telling me is I gotta stop reading Moon Knight. I can't read Moon Knight anymore. Can't talk about Moon Knight. Not the recent run. Not the recent run.
I think because he only did, comes to Moon Knight, he only did the first arc, but it was, during All New, All Different. After that was oh my God, who wrote Magneto?
Oh, talking about, wait, was it Jeff Lemire? Yeah, it was Cullen. Well, Cullen Bunn. Didn't Jeff Lemire do some of Moon Knight as well?
He did the last run, Moon Knight before this Avenger stuff that Jason Aaron is doing. So I think we're good because but anyone who had become a fan of in the past, you want to say 5 years, it's probably because of Warren Ellis.
Probably, yeah, and that breaks my heart. That breaks my fucking heart. Wait a minute, it says, Corey Scott Johnson comes through the $4.99 super chat, says, can't watch Baby Driver or West Side Story now. Homeboy out here wilding too. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, goddamn. Yeah. And like I said, just I feel like if you live long enough, everything that, everyone who has had some kind of an effect on you, you'll realize probably did something fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody probably did something fucked up. And I'm just like, wow. Man, just beat your meat. Just beat your meat. If you see a woman and you're thinking, yeah, I'm gonna try and force myself on her. Don't do that. Please don't. Please don't. Matter of fact, just unthink that thought. Unthink that thought. Put it back in the bottle. Beat your meat instead. That's better. That's a better usage of your time than sexual assault or sexual misconduct.
See people in chat talking about wrestling right now, and I just looked it up and
yeah. Did you not hear?
I didn't know what people were talking about when I kept seeing it in chat, and I just started to look it up. It's just like,
yeah, wrestling has I was actually talking to my wife about this when we were watching wrestling the other night, and I said, babe, wrestling has just shit itself in the last 24 hours. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, well, within 24 hours, we have discovered that WWE has had not just one, not just two, but 3 people contract COVID-19. I'm sorry, that bitch Carol fucking Baskin. At the Performance Center. And not just people who were trainees, but people who were actively on the main roster. And then after that, we find out that WWE Hall of Famer, I believe, Jim Cornette, is a whole-ass cuck. And that apparently he would hold other wrestlers, their contracts and their pushes hostage unless they had sex with his wife.
Cornette being a cuck didn't really surprise me. All that.
I mean, it didn't surprise me either because he always struck me as the kinky sort, and I'm not kink shaming. Just one point out, I'm not kink shaming.
Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you do you, boo. However, it just was so weird considering how, like, for the first time, and I don't know how long, I see this man's name trending on Twitter, and it's not because he said something, like, vaguely racist. I'm expecting, like, I click on his name on Twitter, and I'm like, man, what racist shit did he say this time? What problematic ass shit did Jim Cornette say this time? And I click on it, and it's like, oh. It ain't what he said. It's
who he wanted us to do.
Look, like, it ain't the words that was coming out of his mouth. It was something else coming in his mouth.
Danger, danger, danger.
Nah, I can't take that one back. Oh, goddamn. And then we find out all these other wrestlers. Matt Riddle. Your Velveteen Dream came back up. And I was like, man, god damn it.
I thought his stuff had gotten debunked.
The first one got debunked, but now they found more.
Okay.
Yeah, they found more. Oh, and then your boy Mark Quinn from Private Party. Apparently it ain't a private party. Jack Gallagher, WWE just fired him. Likely because of allegations.
Had a match on 205 Live this week that had just gotten Thanos snapped from everywhere on the WWE website.
Look, the motherfucker's like,
You can't even find his name anywhere on WWE's website anymore. Apparently, if you click on Gentleman Jack Gallagher's profile on WWE's website, it sends you to a redirected page saying you can't view it.
Wow! Damn.
What is with all these creepers and perverts?
Dude, what was it? David Starr over in from the British UK wrestling scene. I got scared because like we have a wrestler here in Memphis named Dustin Starr, and I saw that David Starr was trending, and I didn't pay attention to the first name. I only paid attention to the last name. I was like, oh my god, why are these people canceling my boy Dustin? Why are they canceling him? He didn't do nothing. And then next thing I look, I was like, oh, they're not talking about Dustin. They're talking about David. I was like, whew, thank God. Look, I almost hit him up on Twitter and be like, man, dude, I got worried for you for a second, brother. I got worried for you for a second. No, I was like, no, not my guy. Oh, no, the other guy, fuck him. But no, I just... Oh my god. Oh wow. I'm so done. And then what was it else that dude, I'm like, dude, and that's the thing, dude, Gallagher! Why? And then no, did you read what the allegation was against Matt Riddle?
No, I saw the woman's statement.
Okay. So basically Matt Riddle basically tried to force her, like, apparently they had dated in the past, or at the very least had sex with each other in the past, and apparently these motherfuckers were like, I can't remember if she said they were on a bus or on a plane. I think maybe they were on like a tour bus or something. I don't know what was going on. But anyway, point of the matter is, or they were in a car together in some way, shape, form, or fashion, like a rental car or something. She said everybody else was asleep, and basically he wanted her to have sex with him, and that she was hoping that someone was gonna wake up and say, and like basically, try and stop, because basically he was like, oh, I can make you. And she said she basically ended up giving him sloppy toppy and hoping to like that was enough to get him off her case. I was like, wow, I can't look at you the same anymore. And here's the thing, I'm not even saying what she says is true. I'm not saying what he says is true. I always tell people, there are 3 sides to every story. 3. There's his side, her side, and somewhere in the middle of all that, there's the truth. And I guarantee you, I don't think that she's lying. I don't think that she's lying. I think something did happen. Maybe it didn't go down exactly the way she says, but I'm pretty sure that what she said is not at all entirely false. I would be willing to gamble that at least 80% of what she said is true. Because usually what it is, it's always like some little, because we all view things differently. Like the human experience and the human mind is a weird thing. So I always tell people that your personal perception, they say perception is reality. Like, case in point, you could have you ever had 2 mutual friends who were dating each other? And then they break up, and then you start hearing from both of them what really went down, and you always notice their stories are similar, but there's key details that like are different. And it's not like the whole story's different, but there's always like that 1 or 2 details that he's saying one thing and she's saying something else, and you're like, let me read between the lines, and I'll probably figure out what actually happened. That's kind of what I apply that logic to everything. And I think that's kind of what is going on here. I'm pretty sure Matt Riddle thinks that it was consensual. I'm positive he thinks it's consensual. He probably believes that shit more than anybody else. He probably thought it was just another Tuesday.
More often than not, a lot of these motherfuckers that do this, they always think that there's not a problem. That's always the case. Oh, you're right. Warren Ellis probably thought that, oh, there's no problem here. And it has to take normal fucking people to tell him, no, you're disgusting.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. By the way, I want to give. Can we get a shout out to one of Blerd Koa's finest? My guy, Deku Venom. He's not. I don't think he's in the chat right now because I know he's traveling currently. But he was having. My guy was out here being like literally on the on the weekend of like literally Father's Day. The eve of Father's Day? I think Father's Day is tomorrow, I believe. Let me double check myself because I never keep up with it because no one else gives a shit about Father's Day. Why should I keep up with it? Yeah, tomorrow. So on the eve of Father's Day, my guy was out here. Like just traveling, like making flights. Getting fucked on by motherfucking airport security and fucking the airport and everything, and my guy was out here just traveling to go pick up his baby girl so he can bring her back home. Man, dude, that's my guy. Look here, that's my dude. Like I said, dude, that's real dad shit.
To this day.
But, man. You know what? Man. This Warren Ellis shit done fucked me up. I'm sorry. This Warren Ellis shit done fucked me up. I'm done. Oh. God damn.
That I have to keep my hood on because you all don't want to see my face right now. I'm heated.
Man, I'm hurt. I'm hurt right now. God damn it. I'm hurt. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about something positive. I mean, within all this, Carter, did you read Dark Knight's Death Metal #1?
Did. Funny enough, I read it before I saw video on it because I didn't even realize the shit had come out.
Damn.
I saw your video on it, and then in the process of me, like I was telling you yesterday, and I was saying in my stream when I was giving my comics away for kids and stuff like that, I went to the shop and I started reading it there, and I'm just like, okay, where have I been? when did this drop?
Look, let me tell you something. If people don't believe me, I've been telling people this on Twitter. I had to read over 24 comics to cover that one book.
I couldn't believe it. Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on when it started.
Yeah. Because, okay, so for those on, so for Claire, I think, what was it? Scott Snyder's run on Justice League ended with like issue 39.
Oh.
So the last issue of Justice League I had read was 28. So was that 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And actually, you know what? I will take away a couple of those. Because I think one or two of them didn't have shit to do with shit.
Okay,
so we'll say 9. We'll say 9 on Justice League.
Okay, so to kind of add on to that, I was confused when I read it. Then when I saw the page where you had Superman reaching through the door, I remembered that that was the last thing you saw in Snyder's run because the Justice League had basically lost. I think Luthor the Martian Manhunter had finally gotten out of Luthor, I think, and then they just reached their hand in there, and I thought they were going for another fucking reset or something. Then literally the next issue that you think is going to continue that went into some random bullshit.
Yeah, because that was Rob Venditti. I think that began his run on Justice League.
I think it did. It was the most random, just
out of left
stoppage.
field.
Yeah, just out of left field stoppage and just halt. Like, all right, filler arc. No warning whatsoever.
And I think now they're dealing. I forget what it is. They're dealing with something else now too. I don't know. Anyway, point of matter is, 9 issues of Justice League. Let's see. Okay, so that's 9 issues of Justice League. And then what was it? I was behind. What was it? 2. I think I was behind maybe like 4 issues of Batman Superman. So that puts us, what, 13?
Oh.
And then I had not read any of Hell Arisen. So that's what, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. There's 4 issues of that. I also had not read any of some of the other Year of the Villain tie-ins, though they didn't necessarily like have a whole heap of a lot to do with anything. But there were like various and sundry other things that were like popping up. That kept popping up. And so yeah, I had read roughly about 2 dozen different issues of comics to do that one video.
It's probably what a lot of people are going to do, because I haven't really seen a bunch of positive feedback on Dark Knight's Death Metal. It hasn't been negative, but it's been more so, what the fuck is going on right now?
Right. Okay. So that was kind of my thing. I don't know. Were you in the voice chat in the Discord when I was talking about it with Deku, Venom, and Alternative Factuals and Chillmonger?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. So basically, for those of you who don't know, in the Discord, I went off on a tirade about I think I even made a note about this in the video itself, that I didn't originally like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I made a note that I did not originally like Dark Knight's Death Metal #1. I actually hated it. I actually thought it was dumb. And then the more I kind of sat back and thought about it, I was kind of like, you know what? This isn't really all that bad. But I was like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, Dark Knight's Metal was great because it was so crazy and off the wall, but stuff made sense. And I feel like right now, I feel like this comic just doesn't know where it's going. I feel like it's just like, I feel like they basically like, ooh, well, let's up the, it's kind of like, you know, case in point. Remember when The Dark Knight came out? And everyone was like, oh my god, this movie's so amazing. But what studios took away from it wasn't that the movie was good. They took away that it was dark. They took away that, oh, the action scenes are crazy. That's what people liked about it. No, it's like, it's a great story. The whole package is good. But what Hollywood did was they just kept replicating the little things, that like the parts of the movie that, you know, were a part of the greater whole. That's what I kind of feel like Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo did with Death Metal #1. Like, I feel like they were like, ooh, people really just liked how batshit crazy it is. Fuck a narrative. Fuck a narrative. Now, granted, it's only the first issue. I'm sure the next issue clean it up. But there's so much crazy shit going on in it. And not only is there so much crazy shit going on in it, case in point, there is a dark side Batman. There is a sorcerer Batman called Batmage who might possibly be Thomas Wayne. I don't know. Because he has the Flashpoint Batman symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's upside down. So, I mean, who knows? What was it? Baphomet? Fucking Cthulhu Batman?
Mm-hmm. That's the one I was trying to figure out. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Okay.
And and then T-Rex Batman. Who was the T-Rex, like, it's the robot T-Rex that's always in the Batcave.
Phoenix, I don't agree with that Batman was stupid. I didn't realize that it was Batman until he opened his eyes and you saw the Batman.
The Batman eyes. It was like the Batman animated series version of the eyes. Like my thing with that is, it was just like, I was like, wow. Okay, but here's the thing though. I will give them credit. The final Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I did appreciate that one. I did appreciate that one because it did tie more. It tied the Watchmen more into things than what we originally thought this would. Like everybody thought, oh, all the Watchmen stuff is going to end with Doomsday Clock. No, it's going to keep going because there is apparently a cloned body of Bruce Wayne. And that motherfucker has the Dr. Manhattan symbol on his forehead. He's called the final Bruce Wayne. So presumably he is a Batman with Dr. Manhattan's powers or abilities or whatever. But the thing is, I didn't realize that was actually a callback to Scott Snyder's Batman run from New 52.
Oh, okay. So was it you said Snyder's. You mean the Apocalypse one? That's the only thing that I could think, because I'm like, wait a minute, when the fuck did Bruce even have access to Dr. Manhattan powers? And then they brought up the Mobius chair, but I'm like, that took place at a completely different time, didn't it?
Well, no. Okay, so basically what it is, it's basically how there was this it was basically like alluded that he had clones. That he would make clones himself to keep Batman going on for years and years and years.
I remember that part. That was the end of the Snyder stuff.
Right, yeah, there's a matter of fact here, let me pull it up.
Because the last one that I'm assuming is the current Batman now, that was the best copy of Bruce. It was either clones or it was like if I remember right. It was a machine that would just have all the memories and pain and all of that put into Bruce so that he could be the best Batman that he could be without the like emotional constraints.
Basically he was going to try and make himself immortal and just keep making clones of himself. And basically they said that each would be affected for about 27 years before activating the next one. And then in doing so, they said basically it kept the Batman legacy going for like 200 years or some shit. And like, I'm just like, wow, I totally forgot about that shit. Like, because I don't even think it was anything. It was like it was not even that. I don't even remember if it was even that major of a plot device. Like, it's been so long since I've read his run on Batman, that I kind of vaguely remember. And like, I was reading an article somewhere that brought it up, and I was like, oh wow, like Scott Snyder's really reaching back and tying up loose ends. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think it was because it looked like Bruce needed to come back because of Bloom. I think this is still when Gordon was Batman, and Bruce.
That's why I don't remember it. I remember so little about that.
Because not a lot of it was solid. Because Gordon's run, he only had maybe one main villain, and it was Bloom. And then when the Joker came back, the Joker only came back because Bruce had come back, and Bruce didn't want to be Batman anymore. But when the stacks were put against Gordon obviously couldn't handle it anymore. He needed that buff. Yeah. So that's when Alfred showed him this machine that was basically going to give him access to everything that Bruce had done up until that point without the pain of his family dying always being in the back of his mind. He would just be a great Batman.
Man. I don't know. I just thought it was just crazy. Yeah. It just is crazy. There's one thing, though. So, did you pay any attention to the Robin at the end of the book?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't. I didn't do it till after the fact. And it was only because of an article that I read on comicbookresources.com. Like, I didn't pay any attention. I really didn't. I like, by the time I got to that last page, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I was so done with the book that I was like, I don't care. But apparently that Robin at the end is very important. The Robin at the end of that story is incredibly important. And the reason why is kind of interesting. Basically, Scott Snyder did an interview talking about it. And real quick, I'll kind of go over... Tell you what, ooh, that's way too... There we go. We'll do this. We'll do it this way. We'll have story time with Blerd. Okay, so you got it right here. This is everything right here. So basically, there's this part right here where somebody like, this Bat Mage is basically like, he's like, basically saying you were his favorite three.
Yeah.
And basically telling him that they should know, basically letting them know the Batman who laughs is dead. Wonder Woman clapped them cheeks crazy. And this is where you get to the end here. They're talking about the final Bruce Wayne. Now, what they're going to hear is something that we probably won't see maybe until a little later. But basically, there is a Robin King. And apparently, he is scarier than the Batman Who Laughs. Supposedly. But basically, kind of going into this, going to this article right here. But, CBR asked him, they said, hey, what makes Robin King more terrifying than the Batman Who Laughs, who has already cemented himself as a breakout character? And Scott Snyder goes on to say that, well, the Batman Who Laughs is terrifying to me because he is a Bruce Wayne who was once good, but is now wholly evil. And the horror of that transition being so final and deadly is what makes him so scary. He's Batman gone evil at the peak of his career. The Robin King is evil in the way the Batman Who Laughs is, but he's almost scarier to me because he was always that way. He's never been anything else. As a child, all he did was think about ways to kill his heroes and wait until you see his belt. And
He's
basically,
He's Damien.
Yeah.
He's early. Get on your fucking nerves when you read him, Damien.
yeah, oh yeah, Edgelord Damien.
Yeah.
Edgelord Damien. I'm talking about Damien at the height of his annoyance. But yeah, you kind of see it right there. Like, basically it's the Batman Who Laughs basically kind of having a moment with this with Robin King and all this other stuff. And I mean, I don't know. I'm curious. Like, I'm gonna give this a chance. I'm gonna give Dark Knight's Death Metal a fair chance, because you know what, like I said in the video, Dark Knight's Metal got me back into comics, and more specifically DC Comics. Because I actually had taken a break from comics. Dark Knight's Metal actually brought me back to the dance. Like, I was kind of vaguely reading Marvel stuff, but I wasn't really fucking with DC, and Dark Knight's Metal was like, hey, get back in the game. And I was like, alright, cool, let's go. But now, we can't coast off old glory. So they gotta come with it. They gotta bring it. They gotta bring it in this one, and so far, I'm only seeing a little bit. But,
The one thing that kind of got me was, because I had to do a lot of just backlog reading because I couldn't remember what the hell happened to the Batman Who Laughs in that Batman Superman arc. And it was something that I had talked to you about yesterday, and I wanted to ask people in chat, are any of you tired Batman Who Laughs? When I was speaking with people, I didn't realize so many people hate that character. But the reasons that they hate him made me laugh, because he has a plan for everything. He's just evil. Wow. Oh my God. It's a Bruce Wayne. It's a Batman who knows everything. But it's like, dude, that's just regular ass Batman.
Well,
so I'm just wondering, do people hate the Batman Who Laughs like that?
I mean, here's my thing. I actually really like the character. At least, I mean, I did when he first appeared, because the thing is, let's I'm gonna kind of walk around the block a little bit, but just please stick with me. Remember when The Force Awakens came out?
Okay.
Remember how people hated Kylo Ren?
Okay.
So people hated Kylo Ren. Like, oh my God, he's so whiny. He's so like, oh God, he's like whiny Darth Vader. And it's like, well, Kylo Ren is basically the Star Wars fandom personified.
Okay.
That's what he is. He is the fandom. He is the angry Star Wars fanboy personified. You think about it, even his mission statement is to basically rebuild the old Star Wars and make it great again. Like, that old legacy. That's what the Batman Who Laughs is. He is basically Bat stands The idea, the idea of what Batman is to Batman stands. Those people who say, "Oh, Batman can beat anybody with prep time."
Yeah.
Can Batman beat Goku with? Wait, does he have prep time? Oh, if he has prep time, he can beat Goku.
Yeah.
Can Batman beat One Punch Man if he has prep time? Yes. He's that type of Batman fan. He's the idea. He's that idea that everyone has about Batman, but turned into a completely different character.
That, because I know a lot of people for a while there, I think before Batman R.I.P. and that Crisis came out, they used to just call him Bat God because the man could win it. He could just beat everybody. So, okay, I get your point.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, some can agree, some can disagree, but I mean, it is what it is. That is, yeah, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it.
K-Killer saying he's like Superboy Prime. Damn. SFC Cape Killer is saying that he's like Superboy Prime.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. I mean, but my thing is, I like the Batman Who Laughs when he's written well. I mean, granted, Scott Snyder's typically the only person who's written him, but the Batman Who Laughs, I think, was just fine in Dark Knight's Metal. And he was even fine in his own miniseries. But I think, like, it's gotten to the point now, I feel like, okay, the Batman Who Laughs, much like other characters like him, or characters that, like, that are, you know, really popular, sometimes they're better in small doses. And I think that, like, DC realized how popular he was and just started saying, oh, no, more of him. Put him in the forefront. And it's like, well, we already got Batman in the forefront of everything. We don't need two Batmen at the forefront of everything. And it's like, I get it. You know, Batman's worst enemy is himself. You know, if he were to ever turn evil, you know, like that. And that's also what the Batman Who Laughs is. He is basically Batman's greatest nightmare. But at the end of it all, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that he's dead. If he is truly dead. Because you know how that works in comics. Not everyone stays dead.
I couldn't tell what she cut off. Like, I saw his head decapitated, but then there's explosions at his legs. I couldn't tell what cut.
Well, because basically what she did, she chopped into his arm first. So at first I thought, oh, well, maybe she just cut his arm off. But apparently, according to Batmage, he is dead. Or maybe that's just what he wants us to think. I don't know.
So they got my attention when I saw the main man.
Yes.
Was the real Lobo.
It wasn't that new 52 Lobo. Look, we don't talk about new 52 Lobo.
Can straight up like a character on Bleach.
But I mean, the thing is, and I see some people saying, oh, Batman Who Laughs is too much, he's too extra, or that, but here's the thing, though. Is it his fault that he is too overhyped, or is it Batman's fault that he's overhyped? Because you gotta think about it. Batman is overplayed. And the Batman Who Laughs is a commentary on the people who stan Batman. So, of course, he's going to be overplayed. He's going to be overpowered. He's going to be OP. He's going to be tournament banned. I mean, I can't blame the Batman Who Laughs for being the Batman Who Laughs when he's a commentary on the very same thing we're talking about right now. Batman is overplayed. He's been made to come back from things he shouldn't come back from. He's been made to defeat people he shouldn't be able to defeat. And this is regular Batman. This isn't even the Batman Who Laughs. So that's kind of my beef with it. Like, that's kind of the reason why, like, I don't get as bent out of shape about the Batman Who Laughs, because I'm like, basically, Batman fans kind of created him. You know, Like all these people were like, oh no, Batman can beat this guy, Batman can beat that guy, Batman can beat this guy, Batman can beat Superman. Why? Because he always has kryptonite in his belt. Why? I don't know. Just cause.
Yusuf said in chat, he met the Omega Beam, but the Omega Beam hit him, and he said, "I'll go back in time instead of die."
Mm-hmm. Like suddenly, like I don't even know if that was always the case, but like I don't know, when Batman got hit with that shit, suddenly that motherfucker sent you back in time. Not only did it cook his shit and leave a fucking skeleton, but that motherfucker went back in time.
Forgot about those books. They were they were bad. But
dude, when Grant Morrison was writing Batman, I couldn't. I just couldn't. Look, that's the next motherfucker I'm waiting on to have some problematic shit come out.
Man, don't do that. Don't do that, because I like Doom Patrol. Don't jinx that. Don't jinx that. And then it's coming. The new season's coming out next week. Don't do
look, DC Universe is gonna pull it. They'll be like, nah, cut the show. Can we...
No. Well, I already lost Swamp Thing. Don't take my Doom from me.
Lord Jesus. Anyway, we got one last story. This was gonna be quick. So Carter.
Yes.
Are you a Spider-Man fan?
So you know what? Let me preface that by saying it was the superior Spider-Man got me back into Spider-Man.
There you go. Wise man. Sure. So I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Wait, real quick. We got a super chat from Corey Scott Johnson. Real quick, 199 super chat says, so Batman is like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Yes, oversaturated and just everywhere. Hey, Ed Boon, kill Scorpion and let him stay dead. You won't do it.
But I'm gonna let y'all have that one because I actually like Scorpion.
I like him too, but I'm sick and tired of seeing the motherfucker. Meanwhile, killing characters I actually give a shit about. I've talked about this. This motherfucker's killed at least 6 characters that I play, that I mained. 6 of them. That is not a coincidence. I think Ed Boon wakes up every morning and is like, man, how can I fuck up Ernie's Mortal Kombat enjoyment this week?
Dual 12 just made a point to say, somebody tell Donnie Cates to stay out of trouble, please.
Right? Dude, Donnie, whatever. Dude, give me the goddamn one. Hold on. Donnie, wherever you are, please don't be doing nothing problematic, man. If you got any tweets, man, you better get rid of the motherfuckers right now. If you got any problematic tweets, I don't care how old they are, get rid of them. Because, man, we lose you too. I don't think I could take it.
Yeah.
I don't think I can take it.
Continue tweeting out videos of your dog and doing a book club with your lady, which is actually a nice little book club that he does with other comics.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down somewhere. Don't do nothing.
Look, whatever you do, man, just have sex with your wife. Just do that. Just do that, and don't do anything else. Don't have sex with anybody else. I don't even want to find out you cheated on your wife, goddamn it, because that could be a scandal now. God damn, don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. That's all I'm saying. But I asked you that question, Carter, because I wanted to know I wanted your opinion. There is a mutant who is rumored to be coming to the MCU. And I'm going to give you a hint. If I told you that they were one of Spider-Man's amazing friends,
okay,
who would be your guess?
The amazing friends. The only one that can come to mind is because I was younger and I had a phase. So I just wanted to burn shit. So I'd say what Firestar?
Man, look at this. This is my guy right here. Boom! Marvel rumored to have plans to bring Firestar to the MCU. That's my guy right there. And wow. You know what? Okay. You know what? You doing all right, man. You know what? You get the. There you go. You got it right.
think my folks would approve of that because I was just setting random shit on fire.
Oh, now bear in mind, this is a rumor. This is a rumor. There's a rumor circulating from Daniel RPK, who I don't really know their full track record on this sort of thing, because usually it's rumors. I'm like, man, unless K-Fi says it, man, I ain't trying to hear it. Which is why I'm telling y'all, take this with a grain of salt. But according to noted scooper Daniel Rickman, aka Daniel RPK, Marvel Studios could have plans for the character of Firestar. There's a plan to introduce Firestar into the MCU, he wrote on his Patreon. No information has been provided regarding whether these supposed plans involve Firestar appearing on the big screen, or perhaps on a Disney Plus series. Additionally, while Rickman often provides accurate information pertaining to behind-the-scenes happenings in the world of film, this, like all rumors, should be taken with a grain of salt. See? I did it. See? I said it before they even said it. But, yeah, I mean, what do you think about that? What do you think? Like, I will say right off the rip, I wouldn't be surprised if they put Firestar in the Spider-Man sequel.
Oh.
Like they put Spider-Man, I'm Back at Home, or Spider-Man House Arrest, or whatever the hell they're going to call it. Whatever the fuck, because they always have home in the subtitle now. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not 100%, but I mean, what do you think? What do you think about it?
That'd be interesting to see. I mean, I used to watch the cartoon when I was younger, only because I'd be watching X-Men and then they would have to play another Marvel character after that, and it was always random. So that's the only way I saw that cartoon. And sometimes I would just cut the TV on and it would be on. So I would always assume just redheaded white woman. Oh, that must be Jean, because you know. I think there's a way they could do it to where it would end up putting her with Tom Holland. So now I'm trying to sit here more or less like, well, who could they have to do it?
That's a good question.
If now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Peter and Firestar kind of have a thing at one point in that show?
I think they did. I think they did. I have a very vague memory of it though. It's been so long. Like I typically try not to go back and watch old stuff because it never holds up. But like I have no, so I don't really have a strong memory of it. But it wouldn't surprise me. I just know that in the comics she was always with what's his face, Marvel Boy, who later would become Justice. Apparently, she's been in the MCU for a long time.
Really?
Because back when the old Marvel intro logo where they'd be flipping the pages.
Okay.
She was in one of the pages, though nobody knew it because she was like, people assumed, just like kind of like you were just talking about, is what made me think about it. They assumed that it was Jean Grey. Because like basically she was kissing someone, and since you couldn't really see who she was kissing exactly, it kind of looked like it was Jean Grey and Cyclops kissing because it flips by so fast. But actually, it was Firestar and Marvel Boy.
Okay.
So she's been in the MCU for some time. Not, in the way you would probably want.
I could see them incorporating her into these newer Spider-Man movies as kind of not a literal foil to the MJ Peter dynamic, but I could kind of see in that being a theme.
I can see that.
He's still like, I think they would have to do it to where she was a bit older, just so he could have like the puppy dog eyes anytime he would see this new hero coming around. I don't see them referring to her as a mutant. I think they'll leave that alone until they can fully over into the X-Men stuff. So I think they may do it kind of like as soon as someone was about to say Avengers Assemble, it would just cut. So I can see her saying that she was a mutant, and then it just goes to something else.
Well, like just like somebody just randomly like walks by and says, "Frickin' mutie!" There you go. I went there. Let's see. Godmass Vision says, "Will y'all make a video on Josiah X?" Tell you what, I have plans. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Much appreciated. Man, let's take it over to questions, man. We'll do questions for a minute and then we'll get out of here. I'm gonna give us 10 minutes on questions because I actually gotta get the fuck up out of here. And I already got some questions. I think I already got some questions lined up in the Discord, so make sure if you've not already done so, get them in there, because we'll be answering those last. Alright. Let's see here.
First one I see is from Losersaurus asking, how hype are you for the new Spider-Man game? And with the Avengers game releasing soon and with Kamala Khan leading the story, do you think we could see a Marvel-fashioned cameo crossover with Miles appearing in the Avengers game or vice versa?
I think it could happen. I mean, as far as that part is, yeah, I think that could happen. I would like to see that. I'm actually pretty hyped for the new game just because I really like Miles, and I want to see him get that shine.
Okay.
Like I'm probably as hyped for the game as I was to see like Into the Spider-Verse, which I was actually really hyped for that. That's my hype level. Let's see here.
For me, it's just my hype for the Spider-Man game. Yes. Even with Kamala Khan leading the charge in this new Avengers game, from everything that I've seen on it, I just don't think this Avengers game is. I don't know, man. It seems like it's not gonna be on the same scale as that Spider-Man game, or even the original Marvel Spider-Man game. I don't know, man. It just seems like it's trying too hard to be different games, and it's not focused on being a good one. So I think it's one of those that I would probably get down the line at like a discount.
I am skeptical of the Avengers game, but if there's any one thing that's giving me hope is that Kamala Khan is in it.
Yeah.
Like, I love Kamala Khan. I'm a noted Kamala Khan stan. And I would, man, honestly, if it were up to me, if it were my call, midnight in a perfect world for me, I would say that I know what parts of the game I would want to play. I would want to play the Hulk parts. I would want to play the Thor parts. I'd want to play the Captain America parts, the Kamala Khan parts. Would I want to play the Iron Man parts? Nah, not so much. Would I want to play? I know Ant-Man is in the game because he was announced. I think his parts could be interesting depending on how they do them. I don't like the whole games as service thing. That's my main issue with the game, is that it's been touted as a games as service.
See, I didn't know that.
Like,
that's just giving me even more reason to kind of leave it alone, because I already. You see what you said there? The fact that you said that there are certain parts that you want to play. It's specifically those parts. If you can't even play a whole game, not you, but if you're playing a game and then you have to do chapter select so you could play just the Hulk stages or just the Thor stages, that says a lot about the game.
Yeah. Like,
that
oh, no, that's a lot. Like, I don't know. Wait, Godmass Vision come with a $5 super chat, says, do you think they'll give Virgil a black girlfriend? He wasn't much he wasn't much of a boyfriend to Daisy in the comics. Perhaps the writers will get black love right with him this time. Well, here's the funny thing. He actually did have a black girlfriend. He did. Now, it didn't go well because I think she ended up moving away. And then I think they did wind up trying to have like a long distance relationship, because basically she kind of moved like across town, and basically it was a trek to get to her. But that was in like the mid to later issues of the original Static run. Now, going to like New 52 and all that, couldn't tell you. I think they wound up I think they ultimately wound up putting him with the other girl eventually. But I mean, that part, I won't lie, that is the least of my concerns. Largely because it's 2020, man. like hardware had a whole ass wife that nobody talks about. I mean, Icon was an alien, so there's that. You know, when you start delving and diving into to the logistics of that, it's just like I don't care. I mean, all I care is that if they depict relationships in any facet correctly, I'll be fine with it. But let's see. Royal Mojo asks, Ernie, who's your mysterious co-host? Well, his name is Carter. Carter from the Carter Presents Twitch channel.
Ask me to take my hood.
Let's see. Is the Speed Force still dying, and is there still a negative Speed Force? You know, I haven't been reading Flash lately. I apologize. I should be, but I haven't been.
I was gonna ask you that question myself, just because reading Dark Knight's Death Metal, I read some of Flash Forward, but not all of it. So when I saw Wally with the little Dr. Manhattan symbol on his forehead, I'm just like, wait, what? And then I went back and I read Flash. So I'm like, wait, is he this omnipotent being now with the Speed Force, or is one gone and he keeps I was wondering.
Basically, he has the Mobius chair, and because that was actually, when I was trying to think of what the other comics were that I read, those were the 6 issues, of that 24, that was a part of that. Because I had to read all 6 issues of that, because I had no clue what was going on. I just knew about it. I didn't know why or how. But basically, Dr. Manhattan touched the chair, basically giving it his power. And then Wally has the chair, thus he becomes whatever the fuck he is. What Cyphus has just found out about you a couple of days ago. Glad I subscribed. I dig it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to Earth's Mightiest Subscribers. But to answer your question, Marcus Hill, I'm going to go on a limb and say that I guess the Speed Force is still at least vaguely alive. I don't know. I can't really say. I haven't read an issue of Flash since 50, and I think they're on like 70 something now.
Well, that's a good segue into this next question. Did you hear that Immortal Hulk is ending with issue 50?
Yes, I did. Actually, I did. I'm sad. I'm sad about it. I don't appreciate it. I'm upset. It should not have ended there.
I do see that I saw some solicits where they're going to do an Immortal She-Hulk, so I'm wondering.
Yeah, She-Hulk is supposed to be getting, because they teased this during War of the Realms, that something was going to happen with her. And, yeah, that made me sad. I'm sad that Immortal Hulk is ending because I really like that book. It's nominated for an Eisner Award.
Damn well should be.
As is Bitterroot.
Damn well should be.
Look, the good books. The good books. Just saying. But let's see here. Let's see. And yes, Tube's question. Basically, yeah, they didn't date. They kind of like had a thing, but not a thing. Is weird. I think he did actually wind up being with Frida. If you go by Milestone Forever, it's heavily implied that was the case. Let's see. Do you think they would ever make Super Adaptoid a villain for the Avengers, and would it make a good villain? I think you could if done correctly. Like anything. Anything can be done well if it's done correctly. Some good examples, in my opinion, are Wow, and suddenly I just drew a blank. No, like, so I was sitting there, I was like, wait a minute, which ones? But no, like, I think that if you sit down and really put the work to it, case in point, and I'm gonna bring up the show, Stargirl. I used to think most of the Injustice Society, the ISA, I used to think a lot of them were laughable as villains. They just were silly. But the Stargirl TV show has actually made them credible threats. Like, they've actually made, like, they've made Solomon Grundy terrifying. Granted, he's only showed up, like, maybe twice on the show. And in mostly quick, like, oh, hey, here he is, and now he's gone. Snippets. The CW Flash TV show did the same thing with Gorilla Grodd until they started using him too much. King Shark, same. They took a character like Damien Dark on Arrow and made him interesting. They took a character like Malcolm Merlin on Arrow and made him interesting. It can be done, you just have to do it correctly. Anything can be done well if it's done correctly.
I'm thinking the last time that I saw for Adapto, and I could be wrong on this, I'd have to try to pull it back up again, but it was New Avengers, and it was Norman Osborn trying to bring back Hammer, his version of S.H.I.E.L.D. from the Dark Reign era, and you can just kind of picture in your head a giant ass super adaptoid with Avengers powers with fresh waves. It was the funniest thing, but I think even in that, the New Avengers still him.
Yeah, I think he still got played crazy. Carlos Johnson coming through with the $9.99 super chat says, Firestar coming to the MCU. It would be dope if the Hellions were New Mutants as a post-credit scene. Also, Marvel better put some respect on Riri and Moon Girl's names. I agree on every aspect of that, Carlos. On every aspect of that. Thank you for that super chat, by the way. Thank you.
Moon Girl isn't a thing. Really surprised Moon Girl isn't a thing, because I think young black girls, or just young girls in general, would eat that shit up.
I think so.
Money sitting there.
I actually showed my daughter, who is biracial, I showed her a picture of Moon Girl, and she loved it. Matter of fact, Riri Williams on Disney Plus. We watched the was it Marvel Rising? I think it's called it's Marvel Rising. It's the episode where they focus on Riri Williams, and she fell in love with her too. And that's the thing. I think you just have to put those depictions out there so people can see them and get to know them. And more importantly, I think for those who just only read the comics, I think it's also important that you read said character. Now, I get it; it's a two-way street. Because I know a lot of people complained about, Riri Williams said, "Oh, she sucks. She's not cool. She's just an Iron Man ripoff." But so is War Machine. That said, and hell, Tony Stark is a ripoff of Batman. So there you go. But more importantly, I felt like Riri Williams actually kind of stood out on her own and had her own character. And not to mention she's been, like, I think especially since she's had her own miniseries, I think that, she's done pretty well for herself. In, like, kind of, differentiating her. I think she actually differentiated herself quite well from Iron Man from the jump. But, I think that sometimes you just gotta sit down and read it. Because I notice a lot of times people talk shit about a character and never actually read the comic that they were in. Like, only, like, using, like, anecdotal evidence from other people who probably also didn't read it. Yeah, it's like, because anytime I've talked to people, like, because I can usually tell. I usually tell who's actually read it. And most of the time, if you actually take the time to sit down and read it, absorb it, I think Riri's fine. There's nothing wrong with her character. I actually quite enjoy her. heck, I can actually, you know what, the day, like, okay, of course, after reading Naomi, it's very clear that Brian Michael Bendis is a fan of Dwayne McDuffie. But you know what made me realize how much a fan Brian Michael Bendis was of Milestone? Was the day I saw Riri Williams. Miles Morales, Riri Williams. All Brian Michael Bendis did was recreate Milestone characters and update them for today, because those characters weren't around and they were clearly not being used. If you think about it, Miles Morales is basically static. I mean, yeah, sure, he doesn't have, electricity powers the same way the Static does, but I mean, there's a lot of glaring similarities between the two characters, and it's not coincidental.
Taking the landscape of Fury being a fan favorite comes to the MCU, like Riri and Moon Girl should not be far behind. They need to have that already on their minds.
Supposedly, Riri is been in talks for a while, supposedly, but nothing has come out of it one way or the other. Some say Disney Plus, some say MCU, whatever, or like a movie or whatever. We don't know yet, but I think they definitely need to be. No, if you look at Riri Williams, she's basically an updated version of Technique from Hardware.
Sure.
It's basically what she is. Technique walked so Riri could run. And then Naomi is another one. I mean, she's basically an updated version of Icon. But like if you took the characters of Rocket and Icon, merged them together, boom, you have Naomi. Okay. And the fact that her last name is McDuffie is no coincidence either. Like that was basically Brian Michael Bendis' way of honoring Dwayne McDuffie's legacy, is by trying to make characters in the vein of the things that he has made. And also making characters that his black daughters can look up to. Because I think a lot of times people always wonder, like, oh, why is he making black characters? Why is he making black characters? Because he has 2 adopted black daughters. And that is why. SFC Cape Killer coming with the $8 super chat, says, love the show, brother. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you. No. Let's go back through it. But yeah, I mean, when you go through it all, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot to break down in there. There's lots of different, there's lots of different fucking issues with black characters in comics right now. Y'all saw the picture I showed earlier. The DC, that Dennis Cohen had actually drawn, the DC used. So many black character names, and yet only a handful of them actually get used. So yeah, there should be more black characters being shown off. Let's see what Tube says. Imagine this: the Fantastic Four introduced into the MCU. They have a Baxter Institute. It says, forget the children, Franklin, Richards, and Valeria. Root beers are there, and one of the classmates is Moon Girl. I'd be here for it. Was it Armistead? Guatney says, in the comics, Firestar was found by Emma Frost and was a member of the original Hellions. Emma tried to control her. She wasn't having none of that. I believe they came up against the New Mutants. Yes, they did. Yes, that is also true. The Hellions did run up on the new Warriors back in the day, and that was Firestar was a major part of that. Let's see. Yes, I agree. They do need good writers. I think Brian Michael Bendis wrote Riri Williams as good as a middle-aged white man can write a teenage black girl could possibly hope to. He did the best he could with what was available to him. I think that Eve Ewing did a much better job. And was it Vita Ayala? Didn't she write that Ironheart 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she did a decent job too. Yeah, no, Bendis is going to be all in on Earth M. I think I would not be surprised if he's probably like one of the biggest proponents for them getting Earth M into DC. I would not be surprised at all. Let's see here. Hey, and anytime, LJ, anytime. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Eon001 says, why do you think Amadeus Cho has really caught on? Riri and Kamala just cut the line. Well, I mean, here's the thing with Amadeus Cho. I think that, honestly, and I know this is what people were scared of with 5G, the rumored 5G thing with DC Comics, where they were going to basically move the clock forward, make Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, and all those other characters kind of take a backseat and bring in new characters to take up those mantles and kind of step into the limelight. I think the reason why they didn't catch on, or didn't catch on as well as they could have, is because Marvel dropped them all at once. Now, I do agree with a lot of people. All new, all different Marvel was not a good move. However, I don't have any problem with any of those characters. I just think they shouldn't have changed them all at once. I think if you would have brought in, like, you already had Miles, if you would have brought in Riri Williams, and then maybe a little later down the stretch, have Sam Wilson become Captain America, then a little later down the stretch, have Amadeus Cho take over his whole... If you'd have done that, I don't think anyone would have cared as much. But the fact that they did the whole all-new, all-different Marvel, and were like, oh, hey, here's a whole new list of changes, and here's happening all at once, I think that was the problem. That was the problem I think everybody had. Whether they realized that or not. But I think Amadeus Cho is fine. I think he's a good character. I hate that he didn't catch on. Which is funny because he had been around for a while. And people acted like he was brand new. People act like Amadeus Cho literally just popped up out of nowhere right then and there. It's like, no, he's been around for forever. As a matter of fact, shit. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, dude was like, he came out like in 2005. So like he wasn't like, by the time that he actually popped up on the scene and became Hulk, he had already been around since before then. But anyway, let's see. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and switch over. We're going to switch over to Discord questions. King Vader asks, so since we're getting Earth M, what are the chances of Earth W, Wildstorm? Let's see here. Side note, are we going to ignore the man Swampy getting that smoke? Bob Marley would be proud. No, we are not going to ignore that. We will acknowledge. The council acknowledges. But no, Earth W, technically Wildstorm still exists. Like, it's still happening. I just haven't kept up with it. That's my fault. Because they've been making books. It's not exactly the same. I do think they need to bring back Wildcats. I would love for Wildcats to be a thing again. Let's see here. Rough Rider 86 says, do you think Naomi will get the warrior training from Nubia like Kara got from Diana? Maybe. Though it depends. I don't know what's really going on with all that because, don't forget, I did drop the video the other day about Nubia getting her own series. Granted, I don't think it's in main continuity, but, I can see that happening. Either, if not from, a character like Nubia or Diana, maybe from, Vixen or somebody else of that nature. Matter of fact, you know what I would love to see? I would love to see Naomi and Joe from Far Sector. I would love to see those two characters in the same room. I'd love to see that. Give me all the young black teen characters together, have their own little team. Dude, that'd be amazing. I'd be here for it. Get Naomi, get Joe from Far Sector. Give me the second Steel, John Henry Irons' niece, I believe it is. I'd be here for it. Let's see. I think that's gonna be it. Carter, yeah. I think we did it. It's another one in the books.
I kept my hood on.
You did. You kept your hood on the whole time, dude. How are you not sweating?
worry about all that. Stay out of my business.
Goddamn. Anyway, I want to say, first and foremost, thank you, everybody, for making this a fun show. I do want to point out that we have, I think I talked about this on Twitter earlier, we have passed 46,000 subscribers. We're actually well on our way to 47. You know, I think remember last year I had a goal of hitting 50,000, but we didn't make it. But I think we're gonna make it this year. I think this year we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna hit 50. I think we actually could even do better than that. I will say right now, we have got I've got some stuff. I've got some heat lined up for you. Tubes the one can tell you. Actually, I meant to actually get him the materials that he would need to make one of the things I wanted to make happen a lot sooner, but my schedule kind of got in the way of things. I actually intended to have this video up and ready for y'all a ways back, but man, there was so much research. But I will let you know, for those of you who want to know what's up on the horizon, I can tell you that true to my word, I have put together, I've actually chopped and edited the character breakdown for Spawn. I have chopped and edited the audio for the character breakdown for Vixen. I've also chopped and edited the audio for the character breakdown of Battalion. It was Jackson King. Speaking of Wildstorm. I have also chopped and edited the audio, and I'm already working on the panels for Zombie from Milestone Media, and I'm also putting together... this one's in the crock pot right now, but soon I will also have the video for Isaiah Bradley coming y'all's way. So I got some heat for y'all coming up here over the next little bit. And we got some other things in the works as well. Lots of things. Just, man, it's been tough because I haven't been reading as much as I would like. You would think I have all this infinite time. I actually kind of do. I've just been using it for other shit. I've been hanging out with my kid a lot more, trying to spend more time with her, just kind of indulging her love of the things that I enjoy, like comics and anime and Kamen Rider and Super Sentai and all that shit. And I've also been writing. I wanted to save this for last. I have finally finished the script for issue number 1 of the comic that I have been working on for a while that y'all have heard me talking about. I can't say too much more beyond that, but just know that it is a thing. It is finished. I'm gonna have it proofread. I'm gonna pass it along to some people to proofread it for me and check it out and tell me if it sucks or not. And depending on the feedback that I get, it'll be a thing. It'll be a thing. And I guess without saying too much, just know that if one day in the foreseeable future you see a Kickstarter or like or an Indiegogo for a character by the name of Firestyle, just know that's your boy. So that said, we got Deus Imperium coming through with a $5 super chat. Says enjoy your Father's Day and congrats on the script. Thank you, y'all. Thank you so much. And also, happy Father's Day to all you who are fathers. If you somebody's daddy, you all right in my book. But just enjoy yourselves. Y'all take it easy. Don't Don't let anybody bring you down, man. Don't let anybody bring you down. People are always out there trying to shut your shit down. Try and put salt in your game. Man, just y'all take care of each other. Be good to each other. Be plus ultra to each other. Carter, what you got going on tomorrow?
I have nothing going on tomorrow except I'm going to be live on Twitch. We're going to be playing some Enter the Gungeon. I might get back into some more Days Gone because I will say you were right. That game, I don't know why I stopped playing it. That game is getting me.
Dude, I told you. Oh, wait till you get to the end. Wait till you ain't even there yet.
I think
dude, let me tell you something. You know that shit you were dealing with on World War Z? You started dealing with shit like that a little later.
So I got a whole clip that I could actually send you. I'll probably try and post it somewhere for everyone to see. But like my happy ass into one of those damn caves.
Oh, brother.
And I thought I could run in there and grab some shit and run out. It was nasty.
You got swarmed.
It was nasty. Oh yeah, I got swarmed immediately by I get like 80, 90 damn zombies. And then there was one instance where I just kept rolling my way to freedom, and I got so excited that I decided to clip it. In the process of the PlayStation 4 being slow as molasses and clipping it, died, and I respawned in the cave. So as soon as the load started, I just got swarmed again.
Dude, I'm in the... I don't want to say too much. I want you to be surprised when it happens, but just know I'm in a larger area of the game now, and I got to a part where I was getting chased by a horde. It was about 50 zombies, or 50 freakers or whatever. I got on my bike, sped off, ran into another horde of about 50, maybe even 100. And then they started chasing me. And then next thing you know, I took off in another direction, ran into another horde. And so it was literally 3 hordes chasing me all at once. It turned into one big one. But I'm at a point now where, like, dude, the game just, it keeps... I was up till about 5 a.m. this morning playing it. Again. So, yeah, dude, if y'all haven't... I know everybody's talking about The Last of Us 2, Last of Us 2, Last of Us 2, but I'm not going to lie, man. Days Gone has been holding my attention. And it's on sale. I think it's still on sale for $15 right now, which is basically, I think, half off. I think it's like half off or a little less than half. Or no, actually a little more than half off. Because I think the game is normally like 40 or 50. But it was $8 a week ago when I bought it. But it's like 15 now, I think. If it is still on sale.
One thing I will say about Blerd Core right now is I'll never show you all my face again because of all these comments in the chat right now.
Dude, look, motherfuckers like, dude, I've seen you get called Palpatine, Black Palpatine.
Somebody just said I was a hidden boss in Kingdom Hearts. I'm an organization now. I'm so done.
Dude, you know what we should do? You know what we should do? Every week, we should change the picture.
No, we will, because I already know the one I'm going to send you for next week. But it's just the fact that it's just the fact that someone brought up Organization 13, Carter, is just because if you know your Kingdom Hearts, a lot of the people that are in Organization 13, Kingdom Hearts, their names are just switched around or read backwards and shit. So for a good while, there were a few people that knew me as Retrick, which is Carter backwards, and I hate all of you people.
Look, hey, it was a thing, man. It was a thing. Let him be great. Let him be great. But no, Umbrella Corporation, Carter. God damn. Look, this motherfucker like he about to turn a corner and be like, stars. Anyway, Carter, where the good people, where can they find you?
As always, Carter Presents on Twitter, one word. twitch.tv/Carter Presents, not presents. I'm not giving y'all none, especially considering all the comments I've gotten today. It's Carter Presents.
Damn. He said he thought he was just doing your cloak cosplay. Nemesis Carter. Goddamn. Oh, I'm done. Well, guys, we're gonna get out of here. There will not be a Twitch stream for me tonight. I'm taking a knee tonight. I've been going hard in the paint for the past like month and a half, almost 2 months, and I see a vacation in my future after all of this. So, yeah, not going anywhere. Just I'm not gonna be doing like fundraisers and like streaming as often as I have been on Twitch. You'll probably start seeing. I'm gonna try and stream more on here, like I said last week. I just don't know what yet, but we'll get there. Man, I love you guys, 3,000. Plus Ultra. Good night.